Friday morning wherever you are, and thanks for joining us from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey for the official UFC 316 weigh-in show. Sugar Sean O'Malley looking to recapture his bantamweight title from the champ, Dvalishvili, and Kayla Harrison gets her first title shot against the champion Juliana Pena. 26 fighters making their way to the scale this morning, and as we have seen before, there can be some curveballs on Friday mornings. No matter what happens, we will be here and bring you inside for all of it. Both of the champs set to join us live on the show. That is going to be a whole heck of a lot of fun. And for some reason, I am sitting here all by myself. My goodness. Sean O'Malley, Dvalishvili, both set to weigh in. I'm wondering where everybody is. Where's DC? Where's Senko? No, not again. This can't be happening again. The big blue bullets. Try saying that 10 times fast. On its way in right now, coming into the Rock. Is everybody going to be on this one? We're going to find out as it enters the arena for the beginning of the show for the second consecutive time here at the Prudential Center. Who's in it? I know DC's supposed to be on the show. I know Senko's supposed to be here.
Let's go!
Here we go!
Yes.
Hey, I've been having this gnome Haley for 15 years. I thought we were going to get Shedeur Sanders, but when they didn't draft him, I'm breaking the gnome.
Don't break the gnome. Don't break the gnome.
Why?
Jimmy is,
Can I break the gnome?
Jimmy is very attached to that gnome.
I want you to break the gnome.
Don't break it.
Where?
Dude, I swear I'll break.
I can take the pillow, though.
Guys, have you seen our third analyst?
Yeah,
he's somewhere. I don't know. I haven't seen him.
He just didn't come.
I haven't seen him.
So it's just the three of us?
Yeah, it's just the three of us today, baby. And a seat for the guests.
I thought
and
the
a
blue
seat for our guests.
Carry everybody. Oh no.
What?
We have something else coming.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
We're 8 miles from MetLife.
Oh,
you can't
my
just rep
God.
the big blue. J-E-T-X in the house. Is this Chris Weidman?
There's no way Chris is in a Jets van. No way.
It has got to be the loudest.
Let's go.
Oh, it's Frankie Edgar.
Jets,
Oh, my God, it's Frankie Edgar.
2 Hall of Famers on the show.
Okay, but dude, I want to be the only Hall of Famer. Why did y'all bring Frankie?
Move over. You better move over, DC.
Why'd y'all bring Frankie,
Better be room for two.
What up, Frank?
What's up?
How you doing, big dog? Dog, you like the Jets?
Frankie
How you
Edgar?
doing?
What's up? How are you? Good
Frankie
to see
Edgar, you like the Jets, huh?
I do.
They really are
Come on.
terrible.
Tell him why,
Listen.
Frankie. Tell him why.
I spoke to the Jets on 2 occasions, and they won both games.
Well, that makes you cooler than me again.
Yeah.
So,
Come on.
I have nothing over Frankie Edgar anymore. So thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Can you not try to steamroll on this show?
Yeah, I'm
So I heard about you.
What do you hear?
I heard you steamrolling people.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
Look how mellow DC is. Did you get some sleep last night?
Quiet
I
all of a
slept
sudden.
a lot, man. Plus, like, he's Hall of Fame dude. It's easy to pick on a 60-year-old white dude that doesn't know nothing about fighting, right? Like, Frankie Edgar shows up, I gotta be a little different.
It took exactly 1 minute into the show.
Hey, guys, you know what's crazy? You know how you know Dan Haley's an old white dude that has no type of skill and no like
Are you gonna bring this up already?
No riz. Watch him trying to dap Frankie up. Just watch. Watch him trying to dap Frankie.
I kind of went in for the hug, and then it was.
I just caught you so bad.
Oh my God.
I mean, who's Frankie gonna hug? Sanko or me? I get it.
Oh my God,
He's a
Haley.
polite man.
Dan, that was bad.
You know, it's good to see.
You got you interlock complete.
Yeah, I know.
But then you go for the shoulder hug,
know.
and you just missed.
The bro hug was totally off.
That was bad, man.
That might have been my bad. That
Good to
might have
see
been
that
my
the
bad.
truck is on point already in the show. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you as always.
That was great.
Let's bring in the voice of the UFC, John Anik, to talk about what's going down. This is an absolutely phenomenal card. Of course, repping the Devils. Always on point, Johnny. Good to see you again, my friend.
I can't wait to take this New Jersey Devils hockey sweatshirt off. Can everybody hear me? We are live at the official weigh-in. It's good to be with everybody. Frankie Edgar, I would imagine born and raised a Jets fan, right? Was he a Jets fan before he spoke to the team?
Not so much.
Not so much.
Ha! Yeah. And yes, DC, I saw Hellcat in that awkward exchange, but can we leave the 60-year-old white man alone? He's probably 52.
Thank you. Not even that yet. All right, let's talk about this main event. Seems like the pressure squarely on Sean O'Malley this one. He's gotten off social media. He stopped smoking weed. He's made a lot of life changes. He's healthier this time going in. Did you get that sense when you talked to him in the fighter meetings?
I think he's in a great place, but I think entirely too much has been made of these wholesale life changes. I don't think that he is, buried his relationship with cannabis with finality. I'm not sure that he's going to be off social media for the rest of his life. It's about the work that he's been doing at the Red Hawk Academy, and I think that's where the confidence that we're seeing emanating off of him comes from, right? Like, I would think if you're fighting Merab Dvalishvili, right, and I've said this, like if I was getting $5 million if I could last a minute with the guy, I would probably try to be in the best shape of my life. And I think he feels a lot of confidence in that repaired hip, and we'll see if he's had enough time to make the requisite adjustments, but I feel like he's in a great place. I just think entirely too much has been made of everything that he is not doing that he was maybe doing before.
Well, as for Merab Dvalishvili, they've obviously fought once. He's going to have to make some adjustments, assuming that O'Malley makes some adjustments. And one of those, when you watch Countdown, his coach said, hey, listen, maybe we've had a little too much fun in the last couple of fights. Let's focus on finishing. And that is an adjustment that he's talked about himself, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And when the word fun was sort of injected into the conversation, John Wood wanted to make it very clear that he still wants Merab Dvalishvili to be himself and have fun, but he does feel as though there are moments in which maybe they could finish fights. And there was some showboating in that first meeting, and maybe if you sort of table some of the fun and really focus on a finish, it could materialize. And certainly Sean O'Malley knows just how useful a finish is, right? As much as maybe Snoop Dogg helped build the name Sean O'Malley, he created a highlight reel of knocking people clean out, and that is the biggest reason why he and Alex Pineda are superstars. So a finish would be useful for Merab Dvalishvili. Of course, Sean O'Malley's never been put away, and that's why they play the games.
And already some people putting him atop the list of the best bantamweights of all time. Both Merab and Sean O'Malley are ready to weigh in, as are the co-main event participants, the champ Juliana Pena, Kayla Harrison. Harrison, of course, the big favorite in this one, but as we know, Pena is an absolute giant slayer. She's already taken out the GOAT one time, and she's facing another person in terms of being physically imposing. Kayla Harrison, perhaps the most physically imposing female in the UFC today, but we've seen Pena tends to get stronger as the fight goes on. What did she say about this particular challenge?
Well, I think she sort of is status quo and pretty standard, right? Like, she's not making too much of this particular challenge. And I think when you've done what she has done against Amanda Nunes and resided in the UFC for a better part of a decade, you are riding high with confidence. She's mean, she's nasty, her story is well documented, plus skills in a lot of areas, but maybe doesn't wow you with the martial arts, but it does stand to reason. And we talked to Kayla a little bit about this. If Kayla was trying to create her absolute MMA masterpiece, she'd probably be better equipped to create that at 145 pounds or 155 pounds. So yes, Kayla has made the weight. Competing at her best at the weight over 25 minutes is a different story. So I think Juliana is game. I would stop short of saying she's a live underdog, but we got some pretty telling visuals, I would think, coming up here in a few minutes on the scale.
All right, John Anik, thank you very much, my friend. Let's dig into the main event here with our guest analyst, Frankie Edgar. You look at O'Malley and Dvalishvili. This will be the 87th time that a rematch will decide a UFC champion. The winner of the first fight has gone on to win almost 60% of the time. When you're breaking this one down, if you have to pick an X factor, maybe, how are you looking at this one?
Rematches, I've had a few rematches in my day, and rematches are always tricky. You think you know the guy, but he's going to go home and do some homework and try to be a different guy. So, you don't know who's going to really show up. And, in this fight, I think, Merab obviously has the grappling and the cardio on his side, but I feel like O'Malley's in this fight all 5 rounds, because if Merab can't hurt him in those 5 rounds, O'Malley has a chance to put him out, throughout the whole fight.
Yeah, it's a tremendous fight between two highly motivated guys. I know Merab once said finding motivation was a little bit tough in this fight, but he has fixed that. Over the course of his training camp, has done everything to prepare himself for a better Sugar Sean O'Malley. He did say the first fight was a bit easy to him, which I don't agree was easy. I thought he won it pretty convincingly, but this will be a big one.
I think what people are not fully understanding in this fight is actually on the scoring criteria how close the last one was. That's what's so crazy, because when you watch it, it didn't feel close at all. But Sean won 2 rounds. And if
On the judges' scorecard?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
it was 3-2.
if it was
48-47 across the board.
Yes.
It felt like 4-1.
Not across the board. It was two judges gave him 2 rounds.
It felt like 4-1.
If he had one more big shot in round 1, we could have had a different winner. That's how close, in air quotes, it actually was.
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Weigh-ins officially beginning here in Newark, New Jersey. And Sean O'Malley will be the first man to step on the stage.
Sugar Sean O'Malley, as John said, a lot has been made about him giving up all those things. Sean feels that his biggest gains over the course of his training camp is being healthy, being able to wrestle, and being in the right place, not only mentally, but physically, as he gets ready to take on a guy in Merab. What are we doing here?
I don't get the glasses.
I don't get what this guy's doing with the scale.
Is it to cover up how hollow your eyes look when you've had a bad cut?
135, the official weight for
135 for Sean. Yes, you never get the visual of him with the sunken in eyes. The face is already sunken in, so maybe that's what it is. But, you know, he gave Merab a pretty good compliment. He said, I've done so many things differently because I know how different this guy is.
All right, next fighter
Exactly.
to the scale.
If I wanna
is
beat
the
him, I've gotta be
undisputed
completely
UFC
locked
bantamweight
in
champion
to
of
beat
the
him.
world, making his second title defense here Saturday night.
I mean, and look at him.
Merab the Machine
He's already playing to the
Dvalishvili.
crowd. Merab Dvalishvili is, for a fact, one of one when it comes to the way that he approaches fighting. His relentless pursuit of the takedown. But to me, I feel like one of the biggest evolutions that doesn't get talked about enough is his striking. The striking in that last Umar fight was pretty dang good. He's really developed that aspect of his game and become a really well-rounded threat. But you're always going to talk about the ground.
Merab doesn't even care. Like, once that thing's at
No, I know.
135 and it goes down, I don't care if he said with 135. It don't need to say 134 and a half. It doesn't matter.
134,
And he looks great.
The official
Yeah,
weight
he don't
for the
care that he's a
champion,
pound under.
Merab
And it's an old
Dvalishvili.
school weight cut for
Yeah.
him, right? He
Yes.
hasn't eaten or drank since
16
Tuesday.
And
That's
he does it all
actually
by
crazy.
himself.
Wow.
Completely
He
alone.
does it like we did back in the day. With
Yeah,
wrestling.
back in the day when you had no idea what to do. Also, by the way, guys, hey, Merab's looking for a wife. Ladies who are watching,
watched that,
Merab's looking
yes.
for a wife.
He'd
That
rather
needs to
have
be
a
a
Georgian
show.
than an
He'd
American.
rather have a Georgian,
That
but
could be a show.
he'll take an
Can you
American
imagine that
from
as a show?
Georgia.
One half
If,
of the co-main event beginning
qualifies.
his second
It
reign
qualifies.
as the undisputed UFC women's bantamweight champion, the Venezuelan vixen Juliana Pena.
Juliana Pena is getting disrespected in the betting lines. She's getting disrespected by the pundits who don't believe that she have much of a chance. This young lady has one of the strongest resumes in UFC history. She's a 2-time bantamweight champion, and she is unbelievably tough.
135.
135 for the champ. Hey, even in the fight with Amanda Nunes, where she got beat, pillar to post in that rematch, Amanda was the one that got carried out. Amanda got stretchered out of the arena fighting Juliana. She's as tough and durable as anyone. So if they believe, anyone, that Kayla Harrison is going to have an easy night, you better think twice. This young lady can fight, man.
And she always has a chip on her shoulder.
All right,
Oh,
next
she's
fighter
got a
to the
chip on
scale,
her.
taking
It's not
part
even
in
a
the
chip
first
anymore.
It's
She's
like a
got the
whole
entire
basket. It's got a
bag.
basket of chips.
Yeah.
The number 2 ranked bantamweight contender, Kayla Harrison.
Kayla Harrison attempting to make, I should say, let's give it a few seconds here, making 135.
135,
There it
the
is,
official weight for
135.0
Kayla
for the
Harrison.
first time in her career. I mean, that right
And
there
with that, the
is
co-main event is
the
also
first
now
most
official.
important thing for her to have success on Saturday night is to make that weight, and that's a big, big deal for her.
That was good, man.
Yeah.
First 4 on the scale to 2 title fights.
Exactly.
Locked
Perfect.
in, dude. We don't always
Done.
get that.
You don't.
All right, next fighter to the scale, taking part in a prelim live on ESPN in the welterweight division, Chaos Williams.
Chaos Williams from Jackson, Michigan. Chaos Williams isn't just a fighter, he's a symbol of transformation. After overcoming a troubled past, he earned his high school
170,
diploma
the
while
official
incarcerated
weight
and
for
turned his
Chaos
life around through
Williams.
MMA. Now he mentors youth, teaching them about wise decisions, financial literacy, and the power of self-belief.
Damn,
good to
Frank,
see
that
people
was
giving
good,
back, man. Good to see
that
people
was
giving
good,
back.
Frankie.
We need more financial literacy in the schools,
Yes.
by the way. Not
Yeah.
enough
All right,
of it.
next athlete to the scale, competing
You know when I
in the
learned to write a
lightweight
check?
division,
I was already in
Ashmoon.
college.
Stop. Are you serious?
Swear to God.
How we not
I didn't
teaching
even
that
know
in high school?
Yeah, they just didn't.
Yeah,
Yanal Ashmouz, the Red Fox, started his athletic career as a gymnast. He was a fan of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, eventually got into combat sports, boxing at 17, then transitioned to MMA at 22, now making his 4th UFC walk, looking to improve to 3-1. And they're working on the scale right now. The 30-year-old fights out of Israel where he trains and also trains with K Dojo Warrior
155,
Tribe
the official weight for Yanal
here
Ashmouz.
in New Jersey.
Yamal Ash,
155, baby. If he can get to 3-1, that's not a bad start to begin with.
Not
Not
a
at
bad
all.
start.
Not at all.
Should we drink a Monaco?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
don't
Right,
we
next
pop them
fighter
open?
It is
to the scale.
12 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Competing in a
for
featherweight
sure.
Get us started,
145 pounds, Jekka Saragi.
Jekka Saragi, he was a contestant on the road to UFC, earned himself a contract to fight in the UFC. Jekka is the first Indonesian fighter in the UFC and the first fighter out of Indonesia to win a fight in the UFC. This is history in the making right here, boys and girls.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't
the
even
official
care.
weight for Jekka Saragi.
What'd you say?
I said, I don't,
She's
you
one of
don't-
the boys.
You don't have to do that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Man, that's gotta be wild being the
Yeah, to be the
Yeah, to
first.
represent an entire
Well,
country.
you're always the first.
Yeah.
It don't matter how many
All right,
come
next
after
fighter
you,
to the
right?
scale,
So it's going to
George,
be
kicking off the pay-per-view
Jekka
main
Saragi.
card in the welterweight division, max weight 171 pounds. Kevin Trailblazer Holland.
Yeah, Kevin Holland coming in off that fantastic performance against Gunnar Nelson back in March. Not often you get a performance of the night off of a decision win. That's how good it was, though. This already
170, the official
170,
weight
already
for
his
Kevin
third
Holland.
fight in 2025. Says he's looking to hit 5 or 6 this year. Why not? That's how Kevin Holland likes to roll.
Has anybody ever fought 6 times?
I don't know about 6.
Well, Kevin Holland said 170. I just go where the
Right,
fight
next fighter
is.
to the
171.
scale
If I
is
go where the
the
fight is,
number 12
but it feels like
light
he's trying to make a
heavyweight
more of a
contender,
focus on
Azamat
getting back on the
Yeah.
right track. Right, 185 wasn't going
Max
great.
weight 206 pounds.
All right.
Magny, by the way, has fought 6 times in one.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
that's right.
All right, so here comes Azamat Murzakanov. Okay, this dude right here is a monster, bro. His pace, his pressure, he's undefeated. Nobody's been able to finish the fight with him. 11 of his 14 wins have been by finishes. He knocks people down, and you could tell right away when Murzakanov is in the octagon, his only intent is to get you out of there. He's pressure forward, he's big, heavy shots, and he can do it all inside the octagon. And luckily for us, he has a guy in his opponent in Ribeiro who wants to do the same thing.
All right, next
This one
fighter
here is
to
going to
the
be a
scale
fun
is
fight.
His opponent in that light heavyweight prelim, Brenjison Ribeiro.
Here's Ribeiro, the 28-year-old Brazilian, has been fighting as a pro since he was 15 years old. Earned a UFC contract after
205,
beating
the official weight for
previously
Brenjison
undefeated
Ribeiro.
Bruno Lopez in the Contender Series back in 2023. Right on the button at 205. Dropped his first 2 fights in the promotion, but has come back to win his last 2. So he is rolling
Yeah, he is.
going into Saturday night.
All right, next fighter to weigh in this morning, competing in a prelim live on ESPN Plus in the lightweight division, Quillen Salkild.
Quillen Salkild had one of the
156, the
best
official weight for
UFC
Quillen
debuts you can
Salkild.
possibly have. 19-second knockout of Anshul Jubli at UFC 312 in Sydney, Australia. It honestly doesn't get better than that. Doesn't really get better than his lip rug either. Big fan of the
Lip rub.
stash. Looks like Rooster for top.
All right, next athlete to the scale, competing in the featured prelim live on ESPN. He is the number 14 ranked UFC flyweight contender, Joshua Van.
Hey, my name is Joshua Van. I'm fighting out of Houston, Texas. Hey, DC, how you like my takedown defense? You ever thinking about sending your kid to Houston, Texas for takedown defense for 2 to 3 years and forget?
Oh, this guy Josh Van. Look at this guy Josh
He's
Van.
like
I like that.
complimenting you and talking shit.
Yeah, he's like,
Official weight for
You know
Joshua
why he
Van.
does that? Because the very first time I met Joshua Van, he came in and goes, I haven't been wrestling for more than 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I go, really?
Ever.
I go, you might have some trouble. He goes, nope, I promise you I got it. And sure as shit, he's got it.
Got it.
All right,
Dude's-
next fighter to
he's
the
such a
scale
tremendous
is his
athlete, though. He
opponent
can
in
do
that
pretty much
featured prelim,
anything
the
he
number
wants.
12 ranked flyweight contender, Bruno Silva.
Huge matchup for the 35-year-old Brazilian, who's looking to rebound after his 4-fight win streak was snapped by Manel Kopp in Tampa last year. Before that, he was
125, the
absolutely
official weight
rolling,
for
earning
Bruno
performance
Silva.
bonuses in each of his previous 4 fights. This one going to be the featured prelim at flyweight. This is going to be a fun one.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing live on the pay-per-view main card, the number 10 ranked UFC bantamweight contender, Mario Bautista.
So Mario Bautista is in an interesting situation because he won his last fight, but everybody hated how he won the fight and who he beat in Jose Aldo. He expected for that fight to propel him forward. He gets a guy that hasn't even fought in the UFC before. Now, if he can get through Patchy Mix and win this fight, there is no denying how special. This kid's won 7 fights in a row. He's ranked number 10 in the world, and not many people speak about him. He needs to win this, and he'll show that he truly belongs among the elite.
He needs to do something loud.
Yeah, he's
he's underrated. I mean, it's just, but he's been doing this hard work very quietly.
Yep. He doesn't talk.
Jusong Yu, the undefeated South Korean, making his UFC debut against Jekka Saragi in the early prelims. He's fighting out of Tiger Gym. He's finished 2 of his last 3 fights in the first round. Been compared by some to the Korean Zombie for his aggressive fighting style. Very resilient inside the octagon as well.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in the lightweight division, Mark Choinsky.
Mark Choinsky, making his UFC debut. He's got 5 first-round finishes and 5 by submission.
He's super excited.
Wrestler.
Yeah,
he's really good wrestler.
Yep.
Feels like he should have been here a long time ago. Gets an opportunity this weekend. And honestly, not a bad matchup for him.
All right, next fighter to the scale, born here in the great state of New Jersey, competing live on pay-per-view, the number 14 ranked welterweight contender, the Silent Assassin.
Hey guys, this is Vicente Luque fighting out of Pompano Beach by way of Westwood, New Jersey. And Frankie, I want to ask you, are you still going to Rutgers? I went there back in the day because I knew that you wrestled over there. And whenever I was here, I had a good time wrestling with those guys. Let's go out there and train sometime.
Yes, sir, man. Always on the mats with my man. I was saying my fellow Jersey, New Jersey and Vicente Luque, man. Even though he's born in Brazil, we're going to claim him here in Jersey.
Andreas Gustafsson is a guy that honestly just doesn't care. I've spoken to him twice.
He's crazy.
Last week and this week.
The official weight for Andreas Gustafsson.
He is crazy.
He's crazy.
170 pounds. He goes, I may be the least technical guy in the UFC, but I don't care. I don't watch film because I just want to go fight. Somebody asked him, hey, okay, I want to say this about Gustafsson. Somebody said, what do you do to like calm your mind? Do you read? I say, this dude don't read.
He definitely doesn't calm his mind.
This dude is not reading,
That's for
bro.
sure.
We have 7 or 8 guys left. As promised, both champions are scheduled to join us here live on the late weigh-in show. We start with 2-time bantamweight champ Juliana Pena, who was kind enough to stop by after making weight just a few minutes ago. Juliana, can you hear us?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, thanks for coming on the show. You know, Juliana, so often we talk about the importance of fighters and athletes in general getting off to a quick start. Yet it seems like at times that doesn't matter for you as you get stronger as the fight goes along. Why is that?
I'm not quite sure. It's probably just because I know that it's going to be a longer fight and I want to pace myself and make sure that I am giving myself the best chance to win. And sometimes when you go outside and right off the gate and go guns a-blazing, you end up blowing your wad and running out of Wheaties and then you're tired. And that's kind of where I start to thrive is in those later rounds. So I'm just, I'll fight at the pace that is given to me and match that pace. And if they're going to come hard, then I'll go hard. But I usually just try to match their pace just so I can make sure that I have enough in the gas tank for the later rounds, which is what I'm planning for in my mind it going towards.
And you've also talked a lot more than other fighters about the fact that you trust your corner so much during a fight. How are you able to develop such a strong bond with your coaches?
It's just been mat time spent. These are people that I trust with my life, and they're people that have been with me every step of the way. So when you have all that mat time and you build that camaraderie, you've traveled the world together, and literally they've seen you at your weakest, they've seen you at your strongest. You develop this bond, this unshakable bond that makes you feel really good when you go into war. I'm so grateful for my team and extremely blessed that I have the people that I have around me, because they're a solid group of individuals.
Juliana, you talk about fighting at a weight that's more suited for you, more your natural weight. So being that you say that, what does the next 24, 36 hours look like, being that maybe you didn't cut as much because you don't look as sucked down as fighters like Kayla looked on the scale?
Yeah, I really truly believe that this is my weight class. This is where I thrive. 135 is my world, and I feel my best at 135. So I try to cut, some weight, but I'm definitely not, cutting off a leg and crying out there to make the weight, which I feel like is more fair. But then there's other things that people say is like, oh, you can make 125. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I could, but I eat a lot, and I like to eat, and I enjoy my life, and I feel like 135 is that really neutral buffer for me, where I don't have to die in order to make the weight, and I feel strong at this weight too. So 135 is my world, and I feel very confident there at 135.
Juliana, so tomorrow night, Kayla Harrison will fight 5 rounds against a woman that can go for 25 minutes at a super high pace. How important is that going to be? And how much do you think that'll be a factor as we get into round 3, 4, and 5?
I look at some of the fights that she's had, I think with Larissa Pachenko, it was like 3 decisions in a row at like 155, and a lot of her fights are going to a decision, and none of her 5-round fights are going for 25 minutes straight, So for me, being that I have fought multiple times at 135 for 25 minutes, it's where I feel comfortable. It's where I feel good, whereas I know that she has never had to make this weight and fight for 25 minutes at that weight. So I'm not saying that it's going to be, some shutout, but I definitely think that I'm going to be more comfortable fighting at that pace and for that duration of time than she will be.
Juliana, you brought in a former training partner of Kayla's in Max Snyder into your camp. How big of a part of the camp was he, and how much confidence has his involvement given you in dealing with her judo in particular in this fight?
Yeah, Max is great. He has been able to help me learn what I would call the anti-judo and the things that I need to be able to minimize her judo offense. And so it's not like I brought Max in for 6 weeks and said, I'm going to, learn to be the best judo player in the world in 6 weeks. I still don't know throws. I still don't know, the intricacies that judo has to deal with. But I know that when you don't have a gi and when you can break frames and when you can break grips, it's the anti-judo that I think is going to be able to help me in there.
We talk about your confidence, and, I've spent time with you in person, and you definitely have this commanding presence that is so incredibly unique. When in your life did you tap into that confidence that is so like, you can feel it when you stand next to you. You can feel it when you watch you fight. When did you find that in your life, or was that just something that sort of slowly grew inside of you over time?
It's definitely grown over time, Laura. I think that in the beginning, you never know what you got until you're being tested in there. And when you're getting in there with the best of the best, with the GOATs like Amanda Nunes and going 25 minutes and, still trying to throw up arm bars and still trying to fight with all of your life and all your might, and you've seen, the depths of hell, it kind of gives you the confidence that you can get in there with literally anybody in the world and be just fine and still find a way to get your hand raised. And that's kind of my focus. It's being that I've had this confidence that has grown through the rest of my fights in my career that has given me the confidence to get locked inside that octagon with anyone.
Hey, Juliana, Frankie Edgar here. Your approach, is it different when you're defending the title or fighting for the title? Does this fight feel different than when you're fighting to win the title as opposed to defending it?
No, I think last time was a lot more pressure against my title fight with Amanda Nunes. I definitely felt a lot more pressure in that fight. This one doesn't feel like I have that much pressure, and it's probably because everybody's, counting me out and thinking that I'm just going to be, done in this fight in one round. And so for me, I feel like I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And when, you put me in a corner like that, it just makes me feel like I'm a very dangerous woman.
The two-time champ Juliana Pena defending here in Newark, New Jersey on Saturday night. Good luck. Looking forward to seeing this fight.
Thank you so much for having me, you guys.
All right, that was Juliana
next
Pena.
fighter
Back
to
to the
the
weigh-in
scale,
stage.
making
Patchy
his UFC
Mix.
debut live on pay-per-view Saturday night in the UFC's bantamweight division. Patchy Mix.
Patchy Mix. I luckily got to train with Patchy late in my career a few years ago, and I remember thinking this kid is going to be a problem. His grappling game is absolutely next level, and he's going to be a title threat in this division, no doubt.
The official weight for Patchy Mix.
Making
a
his
savage.
UFC debut,
Yeah.
obviously. I'm very excited about this fight.
It's kind of fun seeing him on a UFC scale, actually. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, next fighter to the scale.
Here's
competing
Kelvin
live on the
Gastelum.
pay-per-view
So
main
Kelvin
card
Gastelum has
in
been in
UFC's
this game for a
middleweight
real long
division.
time.
Kelvin
Gastelum has had some ups and downs. What's interesting is watching Kelvin Gastelum at this stage of his career still finding success. He's won
185, the official weight.
185 for Kelvin, and we know
Kelvin
even
Gastelum.
that is telling because at times he could struggle on the scale. He's won 2 or 3. He only lost to Sean Brady. Everybody's lost to Sean Brady. Yeah. Kelvin Gastelum still at this point is a very viable contender at 185, or a guy at least that can push that next generation of fighters trying to make their way into the top of the 10. Top 10, not top of the 10.
Well, I know.
I said that because I saw you about to interrupt me.
Really?
Yeah,
so it
that's
just
why.
threw you off a little bit?
It threw me off because
Ask
you're about
me
to
a
interrupt me.
question. You literally invited us to take drinks of Monaco, who's your sponsor, and I'm the only one
I'm one of
up here
I'm
drinking
one of those
Monaco.
guys at the party getting everybody drunk so I can make fun of them.
Hey, let's give DC's sponsor a moment.
Yeah, let's do
do
that.
you not actually drink it? Because I do.
I love it. Oh, Lord, don't you dare. Oh, don't you dare. Hey.
Anthony, where's my... There we go. There we go.
Monaco cocktail.
I drink Monaco.
Hey.
I'm not sure DC does.
Hey, 9% alcohol in every one of them.
3 shots.
All right. We just had Juliana
Wait,
Pena
stop.
on.
Look.
Wow, this tastes like the...
That's what I do. I hit it.
The little ice pops.
Every time I pop one.
I thought that was only the Popeyes dance.
It's
I
good.
guess it's
Nah,
the
that's my Monaco dance.
Our co-main event on Saturday night features arguably the 2 best grapplers in the women's game in the UFC. Juliana Pena has 5 career submissions, of course, the most famous against the GOAT, Amanda Nunes, and Kayla Harrison, just dominant, right? So this is a grappler versus grappler matchup. Let's talk top 3 grappler versus grappler matchups of all time, Sanko.
Okay, these are my personal favorite. I'm not saying, yes, and title matchups specifically. For me, number 3, Islam versus Charles Oliveira. It was the first. What was that
That's
noise?
a great one.
Okay,
I can't
good.
believe
I'm
I didn't
like,
put that.
what the hell? It is a great one. It was the first time that we ever thought, oh my gosh, Islam might get challenged in the grappling. He might get subbed up. Obviously, it didn't play out that way, but in the lead up to it, it was a fantastic lead up. Second, Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar. Oh my gosh. Brock Lesnar on an absolute rip. And then finally, he meets an athlete that has the speed and the technique to not only defend takedowns, get back up, but then take Brock down and make him very, very tired, which is how that fight ended up playing out. And then Ronda Rousey versus Miesha Tate. Now, there was a second fight, and the first one took place at Strikeforce. But the stakes for their UFC fight were so high because it was only Ronda's second fight. She ran through Liz Carmouche, and then it's like, oh, she's got to face a wrestler now.
The Ultimate Fighter, too.
Yes.
That was great.
That was the heyday of women's MMA.
Oh, my God, it was so good. Ronda was so good for TV. All right. You on my list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, DC, you're up.
At number 3, Brock and Kane. 2 All-Americans. I thought that was great. Number 2, BJ Penn and Kenny Florian. Do you remember that?
Yes.
BJ Penn was like the first American to win Abu Dhabi or some Mundals or something like that. And then Kenny Florian was just an amazing grappler that we thought could compete with him, and then BJ dominated him. And then number 1, me and John Jones. We were both grapplers.
Can I tell you something?
But we just stood because of the grappling.
I wanted to put that at #1, and my husband told me, he's like, you will get laughed off the screen because John Jones is not a pure grappler.
But he's a grappler. He's
and that's what I said.
He's a junior college national champion. He got multiple scholarship offers to Division I schools. Wrestling is grappling. He's a grappler.
I know more about MMA than my husband. I should not have.
Yeah,
I don't know why you.
Nathan or you?
I think.
What are we talking about here?
Fuck, Nathan.
It was one of those situations where you're like, I need to just be the wife and just like accept
it was. I was like,
you're like,
I'll
I'm
let
just
you
gonna
be
take
the
it.
alpha.
Yeah, I'll let
Careful,
you be
right.
careful, DC.
You're right.
What?
All right, here we go. I got #3. I got Hughes versus Carlos Newton. Kind of because the way it went down. Remember, he slammed him. He won, but he was actually out. So that was pretty wild. #2, I got my guy DC versus Hendo.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
I mean, Hendo's
two Olympians.
Two Olympians, yeah. Two
forgot about
Olympians.
that, yeah.
Two Olympians, and you dumped him on his head too.
I did.
You know,
Yeah, I think
damn,
the wrestling that night. But my
pretty
wrestling was on point that night.
Yeah. And then Randy versus Lesnar. The old guard versus the new guard. You know, those are great ones.
We just saw Patchy Mix weigh in, and this is one of the most highly anticipated UFC debuts in a long time for a guy who's been a champion in another promotion, and he is a finisher through and through. 20 career wins, 15 finishes, 13 by submission. This guy is an absolute stud. So if he wins, he's obviously jumping in the rankings. But if you had to rank him right now, DC, where do you put Patchy Mix in the rankings right now?
Okay.
This is your rankings.
My rankings.
Not the
I get
official
it.
rankings.
Hey,
These are your personal rankings.
Rob's a champ. #1, I have Umar. #2, I have O'Malley. #3, Sandhagen. But I kind of wanted to. O'Malley and Sandhagen I thought was very close. Petr Yan at #4. I go Song Yadong, and then that's it. That's where I stop. #6, I would have Patchy Mix. Based on what I know against that level of competition, I would have him right before we start getting to Cheeto Vera and those guys. I still think Song Yadong is as good as the other 5. So I think he's right out the side of the top 5.
Yeah, I think this is a super competitive division. You know, 1 through 5 could easily mix and match.
Yeah.
But I have obviously Merab the champ. I got Umar #1. I got Petr Yan #2. I got Sandhagen 3, and then I got Mix.
So you got O'Malley fighting for the belt, not even in the top 5.
Listen, this is not a knock at him because I definitely think O'Malley has a good chance of winning this weekend too, and he could beat any of these guys. And he has beat some of them, but I don't think he really. I don't think
#2,
but I don't think he beat Petr Yan.
Okay.
I don't think he won. I don't think he beat Petr Yan.
Okay.
But he did.
Sanko.
Okay. Mine's a little bit lame because it's pretty much just the rankings, and then I just slide in Patchy because I feel like the rankings are pretty accurate.
So you put him before Song. You think he's better? You think Song Yadong?
I do. I think
Song Yadong is so good.
Listen, and the reason I left.
Bro.
What'd you say?
He's so athletic and explosive.
He is, but I just feel like it's a rough matchup. I feel like the rankings are actually pretty spot on the way that
So
they are.
you think Umar Nurmagomedov is 3? You can really say Umar.
I would maybe flip Umar and Petr, but did you see Petr's last fight?
I would put Umar. I mean, I had him at #1 because him and Merab, he beat Merab the first 2 rounds.
That was close.
It was like he literally beat and Merab. Yeah.
Okay, if you're going to say that about Umar, you have to say that about Sean. That fight was close too because Sean won 2 rounds.
Yeah, but Sean was close by the judging criteria. The fight did not look as close as the one we saw at the Intuit Dome. Yeah, good list.
Well, so let me ask you about this because there have been tons of guys that have come over from Bellator and not been great or been mediocre. Alexander Volkov, probably the best guy at 12-5, but Eddie Alvarez, tons of hype when he came in, right? 4-4.
He was the
in the
champion, bro. Get out of here! Don't do that.
He still won a title.
And then
don't do
it so
that.
quickly. You had Chandler who had all the hype. Obviously, Chandler has had moments of success, but he's 2-5 in the UFC.
Chandler just wants to be an entertainer.
I get that.
Hector Lombard 3-7, and then Pitbull down in Miami making his debut.
They get good, but take Eddie.
Your guy Ben Askren.
Take Eddie Alvarez out. Take him out, and then we can finish the conversation.
Why not Eddie?
Because he's a world champion.
He won the
You
title.
can't go a guy didn't. It doesn't matter if he went 4-4. You cannot go a guy didn't do what he's supposed to do. He's a world champion.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Yeah. But you heard the list of other guys, and the list is long. I'll pull Eddie Alvarez back in.
Now let's talk.
Listen, that other list, but those guys are all kind of later in the game, right? They came later in the game. Patchy's coming when he's
at the right time.
Patchy's 31 years old,
he's
right?
the right time.
He's in his prime.
Yeah.
And he had a year off between fights, so there's no damage on Patchy Mix.
Yeah.
There's it's a fresh Patchy Mix.
He's on the upswing of his momentum.
Yes.
But hey, Pitbull, got beat by Yair. Yair's as good as they come. The one thing that the Bellator guys are getting, they're getting hard fights.
Matchups.
They're getting really hard fights.
Super
Can I
tough
ask you if this makes a difference with Patchy? Because he's trained extensively with Merab
Yes.
in Las Vegas, and he actually told Merab, he said, listen, my contract's up. I'm coming to the UFC. At some point, we may face each other. He did that out of respect. But does that help him in the long term that he's training with a guy like Merab?
If I'm Patchy Mix and I know I want a title fight and I want it expedited, I would have made it seem as though me and Merab weren't friends. Because if you're not friends with the guy that's the champ, you get it. It's the guy like Pereira and Izzy.
Yeah.
Because of their history, they made it happen fast.
Right.
You could have done that as Patchy Mix. It's going to take 2 fights now for Patchy Mix to get an opportunity to win or fight for a title. But again, this is a hard fight.
Yeah.
Because Patchy Mix, as you said, he's one of the best grapplers you've ever gone with. Mario Bautista is a tremendous grappler in his own regard, and he's hard to take down.
We're going to learn a lot.
You're going to learn a lot about
We're gonna
Patchy
learn a
Mix on
lot.
Saturday.
And Patchy, in his mind, wants to be fighting for a title soon. I'd be curious to see how many fights that.
Confident.
He is very confident.
He's had so many titles, and he's so confident.
He's got
that
like
he
a
competed.
bad taste in his mouth this week, too.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a little bit of attitude.
No
I like
love.
It.
Feels like he
No
should
love.
have been here.
Yeah.
Feels like he should have been
Yeah.
here. He's good, though, I guess.
Well, I mean, listen, I think he was getting screwed around that last organization for
Or
a
they
year.
didn't want to let him go.
Yeah, right.
Guys, I want to show you some numbers here. The longest winning streaks in the UFC, 13 consecutive wins. Look at the names on this list. This is a Hall of Fame list, and when you look down just a little bit, you see Merab Dvalishvili, who is at 12 and will be trying to join this list, one of the very best in the game, some already calling him the best bantamweight of all time. He is the champion, and he is joining us now as promised. Here is Merab Dvalishvili after weighing in. Merab, thanks for joining us, my man.
Thank you guys for having me.
So Sean O'Malley has talked a lot about all the changes and adjustments he has made going into this fight after his lack of success against you in the first go-around. What about you in terms of changes that you've implemented in this camp?
I don't change nothing. I even if I change, I even change my training, push more, I been more disciplined, and then I learn so much over the years, and I'm just learning more, and I'm just getting better.
Do you expect this one to go the distance, Merab?
Of course, Sean O'Malley, he's top fighter, and I was training for finish him, but yeah, I'm ready for everything. You know, it's a fight, and if I can't finish him somehow, that's fine. But as long as I will beat the shit out of him, I'm fine with that.
Hey, Merab, it's DC. Hey, my brother, listen.
Yes, yes, this.
Laura, I was talking to Laura, and she said when rewatching the fight, by the judging criteria, this was much closer than many thought. When you rewatched the fight, did you feel like this was a 3 rounds for you, 2 rounds fight for Sean O'Malley? Because the other day you told me it was kind of an easy fight.
Yeah, it was easy fight, and like I was talking with you, like 5th round when I take him down, referee told me to do something, move, guys, and then I let him get up, I let him go, and then after it was hard to take him down again, you know, and then that was the body kick, you know. So yeah, you know, the 5th round I let him go. I just let him do, like, let him play whatever, but just general fight was easy, and I was controlling fight, and if I wanted to more, I can do more, but I had too much fun there. I was kissing and playing with him.
I remember that part. Merab, after spending 25 minutes, you know, in the octagon with Sean, what's the biggest thing you learned about him that you carry into this fight?
What I learned, I am a better fighter, but he hits hard. His speed, he has a speed, and yeah, he can knock you out too. So long as I will stay patient and I will keep doing my thing, I'll be fine. Just I should not let him use his power or his knockout power, and I have to shut him down and just break him and break his arm too.
Merab, what's up, brother? Frankie Edgar here. I know you called New
respect.
My man, I know you called New York home for a long time. Does this feel like a home fight? Are there going to be a lot of Georges in the building tomorrow?
Absolutely, Frank. This is my second home after Georgia. Always will be like that. You know, I used to live Long Island. I still have a house there, and I still represent Serra-Longo team, and I used to fight here in New Jersey, and this is always will be home for me. And yeah, there will be lots of Georgian community here, and then all the New York, New Jersey people will be supporting me, and this is home.
Hey, Merab, before you go, my brother, I just want you to know that I have told the show constantly that my boy's looking for a wife, a good Georgian wife preferably, but a woman from America, from the state of Georgia will work too, from Merab Dvalishvili, champ.
Thank you.
I put the word out.
Yeah.
I put the word out, champ.
All right, Merab, just don't let DC set you up, then you'll be in good shape. Thanks for joining us on the show, my man.
You were trying to get him to hoe around. The man wants a wife, DC.
He already like that.
Listen, this woman right here, Wang Tong, and it is not Wang Kong, it is Wang Tong. It doesn't look like it's spelled that way, but that is how it is pronounced, is an absolute savage. She has
125.
125. She has an aura about her. Famously beat Valentina Shevchenko in kickboxing. Her UFC debut against Victoria Leonardo was absolutely insane. Walk-off knockout, tons of power. She is a lot of fun to watch.
ESPN, the number 11 ranked contender, Waldo Cortez Acosta.
It feels like Waldo Cortez Acosta is finally really cooking with gas in the UFC. If you remember on Contender Series, he only had 5 fights.
265.
Was 5-0, got thrown into the big boy division. Now he's on a 4-fight win streak with 2 big finishes. Last time out, really thumped Ryan Spann. It just kind of feels like he's really starting to find his stride.
They told me this dude threw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball when he was 17 years old.
When you watch him throw an overhand right, you will believe it.
They said he threw 100.
Yes.
He has a Tommy John surgery on his elbow because he's throwing so hard.
Yes.
100-mile-an-hour fastball at 17.
Wow. After Tommy John, you generally throw faster, too. That's the crazy thing about
he started fighting.
It's like that movie. Remember when the kid gets the surgery and then all of a sudden
he's slinging it like 115.
I can't remember what it's called.
All right, here's a look at still who is left to weigh in. So we have 4 fighters, except Silva's ready to weigh in now.
Yeah. Listen, this young lady at times has glimpses of absolute greatness. But other times, she seems a little bit lost inside the octagon. She has really struggled to find consistency. What she is looking for now is to find that consistency and really
132, the official weight for Ariane
to really establish herself in the division because
the flyweight limit.
Oh wow, she's 6 pounds over.
Whoa!
Wow. 6 pounds overweight.
At
that
weight class.
Hey, I just said she's trying to find consistency.
Nope.
There ain't no consistency happening after missing weight by 6 pounds. Wow. How do you go up there at 6 pounds over?
That's a lot.
At 6 pounds over, you don't go.
No,
I'm like, yo, man, I ain't going out there.
You faint in the back, air quotes.
Imagine trying to hold yourself 6 pounds on a towel.
DC's done it.
You know what's kind of crazy? I was the one that's supposed to be doing that to people, and look how they try to steamroll me when I come. Everybody does that. Y'all set the standard for how I behave, and then they act like Frankie.
I started it.
Yeah.
We just had Merab on the show, and he, as you know, has the UFC record for takedowns. And one of the reasons that he is such an animal, or a machine as he is called, is because of his cardio, right? I mean, it's just off the charts. So let's do a top 5 active UFC fighter cardio list. I know Merab's going to be on anybody's, but is he on top of yours?
Yeah, he's number 1 for me. He weaponized his cardio. Like it's a weapon, and not many people can do that. I got 2. I got Holloway. I mean, he just always brings it every time. You know, I think he has the most strikes landed in a single fight. Wonder Boy. I feel like people don't consider him as a cardio guy, but that guy's never tired, and he fights a pretty flashy style, which is kind of hard to keep up with that pace, and he does it every time. I got Kamaru Usman, number 4. He brings it all the time. You've never seen him tired. He has some bangers with Colby Covington, and he pushed the pace. And then I got Bilal, number 5. He's a workhorse, and he shows it every time he fights.
That's a great list. Hey, before I start, you were a cardio machine.
Yes, he was.
You absolute cardio machine, and Helly, you should have said that in the entry if you knew what you were talking about. But Frankie, the way you came back against Gray Maynard, it showed the great cardio.
I just knew, DC, I'm not going to say it about you, ever.
I had great cardio.
Ever.
I still hold the record for most time spent at light heavyweight because my cardio was so good. But anyhow, number 5, Colby Covington. Because that dude never gets tired. He just drowns people with his pace. Max Holloway. Volk. Dude, Volk is a monster. His ability to carry a pace over 25 minutes is crazy.
Yeah.
Drickus Duplessis.
Yeah.
I wanted to put him.
Drickus
I really
doesn't get tired.
No, they're like, did your husband? No.
Yeah.
Hey, Nathan, look at my list. Tell me what you think.
Nathan, what do you think about this list?
Listen, he does know a lot. He started watching UFC 1. The man knows a lot. But, no, I couldn't because early on.
It looked like he was tired, but he wasn't tired.
And then he got
and he kept telling me, I'm not tired.
But early on, he was like,
he's like, I'm not tired. But he just, like, never gets tired. And then Merab, number 1. But Drickus Duplessis, like, hey, dog, you hear what they said?
Put Terrence McKinney on your list.
That's bad. Who snorted?
She's the snorter, dude. She's always snorting.
Nathan doesn't watch this show.
Thank God.
I know.
Thank God. Be like, don't watch today's episode.
I know.
Are you done?
I'm done, dude.
Okay,
I said Merab.
It's my turn.
Oh, it's actually
Oh,
my turn.
never mind.
Oh, you get a list?
Yeah. What do you mean, do I get a list? I wanted to go a little bit different because I knew you guys were all going to have Merab number 1.
ChatGPT. Who has the top 5 best cardio?
He just learned how to use it, my voice, too. You really going to cheat with ChatGPT now.
I got Volk, Islam, Max, Merab, and Zhang Wei Li.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you guys forgot about her, huh?
That's a good one.
No. I just didn't put Islam. But yeah, and
I can't
Zhang
believe
Wei
you
Li.
didn't put Islam.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How about that?
Number 1, Merab, obviously. 2, Max. 3, Bilal. 4, Islam. And 5, you have to put Colby. You may not like his last few couple fights, but I mean, that's
but you don't
literally
have
part
Volk
of
on
his.
there.
There are a ton of guys.
It's
that don't
literally
get
all
tired.
he does is fight 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I know, but what you
right?
know him for is his fight IQ and his technique. I'm going for guys that are like, that's what they're known for.
He beat Max Holloway 3 times.
Are you telling me
And Max
that,
couldn't use the cardio to overwhelm that guy.
No, it was the leg kicks. You really think that Volk
In that last fight when Max had the busted out face and everything, it was the leg kicks.
Call Max right now. I know he'll pick
It's like
up.
2 o'clock in Hawaii.
Wake him up.
No, I'm not doing that.
Tell him that Lorosenko has his back.
I got his back.
How do you guys define or explain why somebody has such great cardio? Is it genetics? Is it discipline? Is it the training?
Mindset.
What is it?
Mindset.
But also, here's one thing, though. Some people have it.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Mark.
Bro,
I
I
agree with
swear
you.
to
I agree with you.
God.
Mark used to
Some
say this
people
all the
have
time.
it. Bro,
I
swear.
I agree with
who
you.
has it? Who has?
Okay,
who
I'll
has
tell you
all
some
time?
people that have it. Cain Velasquez. He would be out of the gym for months. He'd come in and still be the guy with the best cardio.
Yeah, but how hard does he work when he goes?
He does work hard.
Yeah.
Khabib, never out of shape.
Yep.
Max, I bet Max could take months off, get back in the gym, and still be one of the best guys.
Because
some
his
guys have
mindset.
it.
Because his mindset.
They don't. Sure.
But there has to be
It's a
some
pie chart.
genetics involved.
It's a pie chart. There is genetics involved. There's mindset involved. There's also the ability to find efficiency in small moments involved. When you are so comfortable with your technique and you can find these micro moments to quote unquote rest.
Some guys have it. I bet Corey Anderson never gets tired.
Bro, but he works so hard.
Yes,
That's
but
what
even
Mark
when
can
he
say, "Oh,
comes
you
out-
don't get tired." Corey, yeah, we
they
work our
won't get
asses
tired,
off.
bro. You had it. You could just go out and train.
Frank,
I bet now you can still go at a pretty decent pace.
There are guys who could try to catch
Come
up
on,
to
you know
you
that.
by training hard and never would.
Do you think Gray Maynard didn't work hard? He worked his ass off. I watched him, and he never had the cardio you had.
But he's also a lot bigger.
But it doesn't say, see, I'm saying though, Frankie,
Some of it's
you had
genetic.
it.
Frankie, but were there times when you would be out of the gym for a week or two and then you'd
get
come
tired.
in
I
and
still
train with a
get
guy
tired.
who's been training and you had better cardio?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because you had it. You just you don't want to believe it, but sorry, Frankie, you had great cardio. I didn't have it. I didn't have
I
it.
thought you said you did.
No, I had to build to it. I had to work. I was one of those guys that worked extremely hard, and eventually I can go 25 minutes, as I did 10 times, Helly. To say I didn't have a good cardio and go 25 minutes 10 times, that's crazy. But I had to work to it. The first couple weeks of camp, I was exhausted every day. But then after you got into shape, it got better and better and better. Then by the time you walk into the fight, you can fight anybody for 25
For a
minutes.
young aspiring champion, what's the best way to get there?
Fighting.
Fighting. In training. Fighting in training.
Yeah.
All this stuff about hitting pads and wanting to look pretty on the bag, and nope, you put a man in front of you and you fight him. Because then you learn how to breathe through those moments where you start to panic. Because there's panic in fighting, the scrambles.
Yeah.
Guy takes you down, Frank, and you go.
Yeah. I always say, if you could wrestle, if you're in shape to wrestle and you're in shape to kick Thai pads very hard, you're in shape to fight.
But that's the one that's the hardest, right? When you're sparring and the guy takes you down and you guys go flipping around for a bit, then you get back up and you're backstage.
Now you got to go here.
Oh, my God, that's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we know that Merab Dvalishvili does that probably better than anyone.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
And he keeps making you go up and down.
Yes.
Merab constantly makes you change level.
That's a totally different challenge.
Shot after you got to drop your level. You got to defend. Then
He's
he
not
shoots
even. He's not even trying to hold guys down half the time.
He's not even trying to take you down in most
up, down.
That's what gets everybody. The up down.
He shot 50 times against Piotr Jan.
Bro, he shot how many 40 times against Aldo and didn't get one and kept shooting.
Didn't get one.
Well, he's one of those rare guys that puts in the work and has the genetics.
Yes.
I mean, he has everything.
And the mindset.
And he didn't even shoot that much against O'Malley last time.
He can't even breathe out his nose if you heard him talking.
You saw his nose? It's so
That's true. That's so true. Imagine if he got nose surgery.
Oh,
like
my God.
Drickus.
Could you imagine?
He might want to wait a while. Might want to wait a while.
Merab actually has better cardio than I think anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
Ever.
Ever. I don't know if I've seen anybody with the cardio of Merab Dvalishvili.
Yeah,
because I've never seen anybody take 50 shots in one fight and then fight against Umar in the way that he did, and his coach go, that was a measured pace.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How about a message from DraftKings, guys?
Okay, yes. Let's do that.
From the bow and arrow and billionaire strut to a style-bending dance and T-City executioner, there are tons of ways to walk out to the octagon. And on DraftKings Sportsbook, there are just as many ways to bet on the big fight. Props, spreads, same-game parlays, over-unders, futures, and even live betting during the fight. Not doing a walkout, guys. DraftKings, the best place to bet UFC. New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. The crown is yours.
All right, next fighter to the scale is the number 7 ranked
I think I saw that
UFC
somewhere.
heavyweight contender, the Polar Bear Sergey Spivak.
Sergey Spivak walking up to the octagon and watching his weigh-ins, it's always different, right? Because you get a different guy every time he steps on the scale. Sometimes you get a super skinny Sergey, sometimes you get a bigger one. Today, we get the guy that's in the middle. He has more takedowns than anyone in the UFC heavyweight division, and he controls them once he gets them there. This is the type of fight, though, where generally we see Sergey use a lot of wrestling, and that is what's allowed for him to have so much success inside the octagon. 251 for Sergey Spivak, as he once again steps in there against a young guy looking to take his spot.
DC making his way over as we are playing our first game of the official UFC 316 weigh-in show. It's a little pop the balloon game. Take a look at this.
Yeah, go for like Oh! Okay, all right, all right. Okay. Oh.
How did I feel like that?
I did too. Easy. Oh!
Oh, she's going for it.
Oh!
Okay.
All right. They have
All
to
right.
turn it now, but we
So
should
you saw the game.
All right.
Sanko, you want to go first? You want to lead us off?
Sure. Sure. I feel like going first is pretty, hopefully, easy.
Oh, really? You have to stab through the box.
Oh, 3 balloons in there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 1 balloon.
Nice, Laura.
Oh, we take our turns. All right. Frankie's next. Oh, Frankie doesn't even mess around.
Yeah.
That is,
I mean, it's thick cardboard. You got to get it in there.
you got to go down, Nelly. You got to go down.
You can't.
Then you gotta
What do you
put
mean
it
it
all the
didn't
way
go
down.
in?
All the way down. I'm guessing it's running into something.
You got to go all the way down. Then you got to
You
push.
have to push it
Okay, god damn. Oh, that's the weakest.
down. What a lame.
That's the
They
worst.
should make. Okay, fine.
What did I do? What did I do?
Fine, DC.
It was very what?
This is like Battleship.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Daniel.
What?
Dude, you're such a cheater.
What am I doing?
Play the game.
What am I doing?
Not trying to get it, or we trying to get it?
Are we not trying to get it?
I know
You're not trying to get it.
exactly where it is.
No, you're not trying to get it. Wait, did I go?
No, well, yeah,
oh,
yes, your turn.
I mean, this.
Daniel!
It's not even fun with
What?
DC.
What?
You have to go outside of this perimeter. You got to go outside of here.
He finds a way to cheat
Every game.
Cheatable game. Be brave. Be bold. Be like Frankie Edgar. Put it in the middle.
Oh, don't touch my face.
Spin the wheel.
Do not touch my face. Where's the wheel?
The wheel's over there.
fair.
Run.
Coming up.
Are we all going back?
Nope.
That was awesome. I won.
How did you
I
win?
won.
I lost. There's a loser and 3 winners.
Yep, because I did four in there, and I didn't pop the balloon.
DC,
Everybody else
Oh,
did.
yeah. I love this game.
You played like a
Slow-mo shadow box.
Oh,
Frankie, wait till you see this
You
shit.
gotta see this. These shadow boxes in slow motion. It is the worst shit you ever seen. Watch. Oh my God, watch.
Get your phone out.
thank
Get your
God.
phone out.
Can I video? Wait, stop.
Dan,
That's
slower,
way too fast.
Slower.
Hold on, Dan. I want to record this, please. I mean,
Why-
you look terrible.
You want me to do it right now? Oh, slow. Sorry.
Don't lean forward so much.
Well, that was full speed. He was going at 100% there.
Lower your base a little bit.
Look at it,
I'm gonna
look
try
at
to
it,
make
look
you
at
look less.
Hey, drop that big dump truck. Hey. Oh! No, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, you're gonna
Throw a
wanna
left
keep
hook,
your-
throw a left hook.
Keep your
Yep,
opposite.
that's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Opposite
Oh
hand.
my God!
There you go.
Look at his left hook. Look at his left hook.
Okay,
Look at his left hook. Throw your left hook.
keep your shirt down.
Oh, that's such a bad. Hey, Shane, hey Dan, you showing all those lojas.
All right, that's enough.
You showing all that jelly.
That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good if I
That
do say so
actually was
myself.
terrible.
It was better than last time.
No, he's been practicing. He's at home. He's telling his wife, he's like, hey, baby, could you watch my shadow box? And the kids have to do it again.
Hey, I'm sure you guys have seen this TikTok sensation where you're calling your friend to say goodnight, right? Take a look at this.
Hey. Okay. Hey, I was just calling to tell you, I care about you, and I'm glad that your mental health's great. Everything's going well, and good morning. Have a very good morning.
What kind of bullshit is this?
What do you mean? I can't just call you and wish you a good morning?
No. Dan fucking Howard. What's up, Dan?
What are you doing, Michael?
I'm in Canada.
You're in Canada.
Yeah, Cochrane. Near Calgary. What's going on?
Well, I know it's a little early, but I was just calling to say goodnight.
Oh. Well, good night, God bless. What's going on? You losing pig.
Yo. What's up, homie? I just called to say goodnight.
Look at you.
I just called to say goodnight.
Just called to say goodnight.
Yes, I was up with that. Okay, good night, man. Have a good night.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. Good night.
Something's up
Get a
with
solid
that.
night's sleep. Protect the day. Pizza's in the morning, brother.
Yeah, don't let the bed bugs bite you.
All right. Have a good night.
Sorleko.
What's up?
Oh, just had my stuck in my layover coming back from a bear hunt.
Nice. A bear hunt. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I was in
Yeah.
Alberta, in Canada.
Whoa, that's actually super cool. Very cool.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm nothing. I was just I just want to say goodnight. Actually, I just want to call and tell you to sleep good tonight. But it sounds like you're not even in bed.
I want to say what?
I just wanted to. I mean, you know, we're friends, we're buds. Just wanted to wish you a good night. Is that weird?
Are you drunk?
So as a friend, I just called and say, hey, good morning, Justin.
That's not how my friends show me love.
All right, man. Well, good morning.
My mom calls me every morning.
Good morning, man. That's it.
Where are you?
All right. Bye, Justin.
Where are you?
I'm going to work, man, because some of us have jobs.
Are you even drinking? Where's Nathan? Are you even drinking? Does he need to take care of you? See, what are you talking about? Is it later you're getting that old? Is it? Yeah, I mean, it's not that late.
I just want to know. I just wanted to say good night. That's all. That's it. How's
okay, that's weird.
Okay.
Like, good night, I guess. Have a great night.
He doesn't even not accept it. You're not okay with like just feelings and emotions?
Yeah, you're my really good friend. I hope you have an amazing day. I'm so glad you have a safe trip into town, and I wish I could golf with you today. I got some good shoes.
Good morning. I gotta go, Justin. Oh, those are nice. Bye. This guy's showing off his new shoes and shit. He's showing off his new
It
shoes.
was so uncomfortable.
It's so weird. Good night or good morning?
I thought everybody had seen this.
Bro, I know most of
Not everybody's seen this.
I did a couple, and then I was like, I can't use this.
It's
like,
hard.
Everybody's like, oh man, thank you, man. It's really, I didn't have, like, this made my day. And I'm like, oh my God.
The whole point of the exercise, though, is that men don't call their friends to say
Anthony
goodnight.
did not know how to accept that.
I can't call my girlfriends because they'd be like, oh yeah, good night, honey. I mean, it'd be totally normal. I can't call half the female roster because they're in bed with their wife.
Yeah.
And that would be weird.
Maybe my group of friends is soft.
Yeah.
Maybe my friend group is soft because we're all like, yeah, man, thank you. That meant so much to me.
Well, you called him in the morning.
Yeah, I did.
You know why? Because he forgot to call him at night when he was supposed to, and he was trying to make amends by doing it in the morning. It's classic DC, day late, dollar short.
It is less weird to call him
good
in the morning.
morning.
Yeah.
I just want to say good morning.
So I told why did Justin accept it in that way then?
Because he was being nice, and I think he knew the game. I think he
doesn't
knew
know the game.
If
there's a human being that doesn't know the game, Justin Gaethje doesn't know the game.
That's probably right. That's probably right. You guys ready for a little rapid fire?
Yes.
All right, Frankie, these are quick. Buy or sell Sean O'Malley being fully healthy will factor into the quality of the fight this time around. Franco, you're first.
I thought you said Frankie.
No, I was explaining to Frankie, but you know how we do it. We go around.
I was literally in my mind. I was like, are they finally not going to start with me?
No, I'm always
for
starting
once?
with you.
Okay. The quality of the fight, will it be a factor? Yes. I do think it will because he was able to grapple in preparation this time.
I'm going to say no. I don't think so. I think we all think, like, you know, injuries matter, this matters. You show up on that fight night, it don't matter how banged up you are, you gotta show up.
That's what Marab said. Marab goes, if it was that serious, he wouldn't have fought.
Yeah.
That's what Marab said. But I buy. He'll be better because...
He couldn't kick.
No, he'll be because he can grapple. Yeah.
Well, I think we know the answer to this one. Why didn't Sean O'Malley have a wrestling heavy camp the last time around?
Well, because he had a torn hip labrum.
He still hasn't.
Well, he got surgery.
Surgery.
No, he still hasn't had a wrestling heavy fight camp.
Oh.
He said he did, but some people said he didn't. I don't really understand.
It's like it wasn't like just all wrestling get better. He wrestled this time. It wasn't like I'm just wrestling to get ready.
Yay or nay, Marab is already the greatest UFC bantamweight of all time.
Nay, but he's close. He's getting real close.
Yeah, I think Cruz is still there.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give Cruz, but he's right there. He's right there.
I gotta be honest, like nay, but
close.
It's much more considerable than before.
Would this?
If he wins tomorrow,
yeah.
Yes.
Would this win put him? Yeah, it would.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hot take or real talk? If Sean O'Malley loses, he won't fight for the title again.
That's a hot take. I think, he's young.
Yeah, he's popular.
He sells pay-per-views.
Yeah.
That's
hot take. He will, but here's the hot take. It'll be at 145, not 130.
I can see that.
I can see that. Yep.
Definitely.
More intimidating, Jersey to New York City traffic or a Marab takedown?
Traffic sucks, bro. Traffic sucks, all right?
They wanted to fly me into LaGuardia to come to this show.
Whoa,
at
stop.
5 p.m.
LaGuardia is nothing. I flew into JFK.
I did
It took 2 hours and 15 minutes to get here.
I flew to JFK, got here at 6 o'clock in the morning, and didn't get to the hotel for an hour and 45 minutes at 6 a.m.
Why did you not look at your flights and say
Because I guess Newark. No, I guess Newark.
To Newark. Newark.
But I guess Newark is having issues with air traffic control.
But they're back now.
It's
back now.
It's
They're back
fine
now.
Yeah.
Do your
they're good.
research. It was only United. So I had them switch my flight to American. It was all good.
They had
It was gonna be
stopped
2
service.
All right, we went down a rabbit
Sorry,
hole.
that was my
big
They
deal.
stopped service yesterday.
Big deal or no big deal? Nobody else. It's like your kids. Nobody else cares about them except you. Nobody cares about your travel or your golf game except you.
I didn't even answer the question, so I'm gonna go. I mean, if Rob took me down, I would just know I was stuck. That traffic, I wanna.
We're wrestlers, so Marab, shoot as many takedowns as you want. We're fine.
That traffic is awful.
That traffic sucks.
Big deal or no big deal? Kayla Harrison's lack of 5-round experience. She's only been to the 4th round twice, never at 135.
Big enough deal to make it to storyline. Do I really think it's like a huge deal? No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to think about. You know, I've never been there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter a little bit when we get there. We'll find out.
Kayla Harrison has won 2 Olympic gold medals.
Exactly.
I don't think anything's going to be a problem or too much for her to deal with.
Yeah.
Who has more to lose, Kayla or Juliana?
Kayla.
Crazy.
Juliana has the title.
She has the belt.
Yeah, but the reputation.
Juliana has the belt.
The reputation.
She's already a 2-time champ. She's
matter.
already beaten the GOAT.
Yes.
Bro, Juliana said that in that little face-to-face. She goes, she's got everything. I'm like, you have the belt.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate thing to lose. There's
Even
nothing
Juliana
that matters
agrees
more.
with me.
But there's nothing that matters more in this game than the belt. Your reputation, so what?
Yeah.
You're still 2-time Olympic champ.
The whole goal
is to be the
belt.
world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
Nunes
lose the
fight
belt.
waiting in the wings.
You know, you can't lose the belt.
All right, who controls more time on the ground Saturday, Kayla Harrison or Marab?
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
That is a very.
I'm gonna go with Kayla.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna say Marab. I just think that he's gonna just keep shooting.
So now, but he didn't shoot much the first fight though.
He just held him there. That we're talking about control time on the ground.
10 minutes of control
thing
time
is,
in
he
that
was
last
able to
fight.
put
But a lot of that
Wasn't he
control
hurt?
time,
Wasn't he supposedly hurt?
was against the fence. To
but
Frankie's
Marab
point,
actually,
it wasn't like
Marab actually
he didn't shoot
doesn't
like he
usually
does.
hold people down as effectively as he did Sean.
yeah.
Any concerns about Pena's lack of octagon activity?
No, she's come off. She always has long periods and comes back and does well. She's a consistently good fighter who will never give up on herself and is tougher than literally anyone.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't believe in that too much.
I don't think so. I agree with you. That's the key. She'll never quit.
Ever.
That doesn't matter.
Patchy Mix is the most anticipated UFC debut since.
We've had some big ones. MVP. I don't know. I actually going to say Kayla because she was also a champ.
I say Ben Askren. Because you just think so much unknown. You know. Plus you give maybe the goat up for Ben Askren too.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll say Gilbert Melendez. Remember he had fought that third fight with Josh Thompson and then he came in and got a title fight right away? He didn't even have to fight again. He just went right into a championship fight against Benson.
Yeah.
That was Strikeforce though, right?
No, it was
He
UFC.
lost to
Oh,
Thompson.
yeah,
He
yeah,
beat Josh Thompson that third fight, then came in and right away he fought Benson Henderson for the UFC championship.
Most likely to be played during a walkout song tomorrow. Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen, or Jersey Shore music, or Jersey Shore club music, rather.
Ew.
We could do without Springsteen. All right.
He's from here?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
You're not a...
Not anymore.
I feel some
What happened? What he
tea.
did? What
Spill
he did?
the
What he did?
tea, Frank.
No, he
did,
just,
Ray? What did he do?
he just be talking junk about America.
Oh, Springsteen?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good point.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
get rid of Springsteen.
Let's go with Bon Jovi. Let's just, it's my life
Yeah.
all day.
Maybe I go with Jovi.
All right.
I'm going to go Bruce Springsteen.
Will Amanda Nunes fight the winner no matter who wins on Saturday?
I think so, yes. Yes, she will.
Yeah, she's itching. I mean,
Yeah.
didn't they ask her if she's gonna come back? She was like,
She was
yeah, I'm coming
either, she's
back.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think she just misses it, and like you think you're okay in retirement, then you realize like life changes.
She told me, she's like, I just needed a break, a long break, and I didn't want to hold up the division. Like, she knew she was going to come back.
Well, the problem is like life changes for those athletes
Yeah.
that walk away completely. Whereas us, like we still do this. I can stay. I stayed retired. Those people that just get completely detached from fighting, they're like, yo, I need something.
She'll be at a Q&A today at 4 o'clock with John Anik. I'm adding this. Producers may not like it, but who would you rather face if you're Amanda?
If I'm Amanda, I would rather, you know what? If I'm Amanda, I want the big fight.
Yep.
And here's a crazy scenario. You're going to call me stupid for saying this. What if they agreed, just a ladies' agreement, to fight that fight at 145?
Ooh, that would be good.
And maybe
I would
Amanda
never
gets
do
the
that if
better
I'm
of her.
Amanda.
So Amanda
I
gets
would
the featherweight.
never
And then
let
Amanda goes back down to bantamweight and fights maybe Juliana, maybe whoever, maybe whoever.
I would make Kayla cut as much weight as she
I
possibly
know.
has to.
But how cool would it be to come back
It'd
and be
awesome.
double champ all over again?
I would never I would never give her any grace.
And
I'd
that
make
champ-
her cut all that weight.
That division doesn't exist, so.
All right, last question. Fraud check. Joe Pyfer went at Bo Nickel about being a fraud and said after he lost to being fraud checked when he lost to RDR, fair or not to Bo, who lost to a guy who was a two-time champ in another promotion.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit, I just hate that term, because a lot of what, we put that on Bo, right? I know he was talking a lot as well. He said some pretty big things. But a lot of that was what we put on
Him?
Bo Nickel.
In his expectation.
Yes. And so I don't think it's necessarily fair to call him a fraud.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You talk the big game, you got to back it up. And when you don't, people are going to call you
People
out.
won't come at you.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a fraud check. And Joe Pyfer still hasn't weighed in.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And Joe Pyfer has lost too. Right? And I'm not trying to just crap on Joe Pyfer. But it's not like you don't throw rocks when you live in a glass house. You got beat by Jack Hermanson, who wasn't a two-division champ somewhere else. What we know now, retrospectively, is that it was too big a step up for Bo Nickel. We don't respect RDR enough. He's much better. Now he's getting the respect he deserves by going into Robert Whittaker. I would argue that he could have fought one of those fights right away, and he possibly should because of his accomplishments over there at 1FC.
So, speaking of Joe Pyfer, what? Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
On the traffic, right? When you're in the traffic, do you watch TV or anything?
I get so car sick.
So
I can't.
wait, that's what I was about to say. Dude, I'm so old now that when I'm on the traffic, that's why traffic wins. I got those dots on my iPad now. Do you use the dots?
They make me more car sick.
It helps the dots. There's some dots that float on the screen.
I've tried it.
That helps the car sick.
I've tried it. I get so car sick.
You don't know about the dots?
No, I was doing work, man. I was listening to podcasts.
You don't get car sick?
I get seasick.
I got the dots. They
An
just
elevator
float
will
on the
get
screen.
me. An elevator gets me.
So you just look at a screen with floating dots?
So the middle of your screen shows what you're watching, but the outside of the screen has these little dots that just kind of float off to the side.
Yeah.
It helps with the motion sickness.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to get they have like goggles.
Oh my God.
That they I'm just, because the dots don't help me. I'm going to start wearing.
There's a point in life where you just don't care that you're like, you start wearing those goggles, everybody be like, this woman does not care. She's getting old. Like, don't wear those goggles.
I've been there, okay, for like a year now. I'm not wearing cute shoes anymore. Like,
those are fine.
Those days are gone.
Those are fine. Joe Pyfer, we were just talking about Joe Pyfer. He was supposed to fight in Mexico City. Fight didn't go off, had some issues, left, really bashed Mexico City, saying he would never fight there again. So that just brings up the question, what is a place that you would never want to fight again? Frankie, let's start with you on this one.
North Korea.
Ooh. No, you didn't.
Oh, my God.
North Korea. Didn't see that one.
Yeah. I fought in South Korea. Actually, South Korea was awesome. I ain't gonna lie. I just didn't like the outcome, you know? So any place I lost, I don't want to go back there ever again.
Fair enough.
There's quite a few places now.
Fair enough. Sanko?
Well, I mean, I only fought in the United States in Missouri, so it's not real exotic. But in terms of places I've been with the UFC, Brazil, I love you. You've got some great places, but Belém can get. It was not cute. It was not cute. There was like sewer water running onto the the set for the post show.
It stink too.
Oh yeah, I had experience in Brazil. That was.
It was bad.
I ate some of. It was actually a seafood spot. It was one of the best. This oyster's amazing, but like every 15 seconds you get this smell of shit going by.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Frankie, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
You want mine?
Yeah.
Atlantic City.
Oh, come on, man. I know he's gonna do this.
Atlantic City. You go to Atlantic City.
You gotta go in the summertime.
You go to Atlantic City and it looks like death.
You gotta go on
It
the
sounds
summer.
like it to me. It feels like if I go to Atlantic City, don't stop believing is playing constantly.
Yeah.
Because it feels like you're in the '80s.
Because
it was a cool. It was like it's like Reno, Nevada. It was like once a cool place, and now it's just this shit ass place where old people go and they're walking along the thing. You got so like short dresses, asses out everywhere. It's ridiculous.
hate that?
It's like going out to
doesn't
no.
hate
I'm
that.
talking about old asses, not like good asses. I'm talking like that.
Cracky asses.
Atlantic City is the pit. Atlantic City is Belém, Brazil.
No, this is not true.
I'm telling you.
not true.
I know you would take offense to this because you're from Jersey, but
It's
Atlantic
not,
City.
listen, it's a little rough.
It's
but
terrible.
in the summertime, it's not bad.
Yeah.
The boardwalk, you got the rides.
The boardwalk looks like it's gonna fall on top of itself.
Our state tournament. Our state tournament is Atlantic City.
Oh my God! Then you guys have a terrible state
The
tournament.
best. Are you kidding me? Driving down, when you drive down over the Atlantic City Expressway, you
So
see
wait,
all the
you
casinos.
like Atlantic
you feel
City?
like you're big time.
Yeah, you go
feel
to
like you're big time.
you go to Atlantic City
Like
casinos.
when I fought in Vegas,
you
it didn't
go to
fit.
Atlantic City
I was ready
casinos
for it
and the
'cause I've been
carpets haven't
fighting
been
in
changed
Atlantic
in the
City.
70s. The carpets have not been changed in the
What
Atlantic City
hotel you
casinos.
stay in?
I've never been to Atlantic City.
What? You've never been to Atlantic City? And you say you wait a minute.
This is a view.
Wait a minute.
This is from the outside perspective.
outta here.
I'd
Wait.
never go.
Frankie, this is classic Daniel
never been
Cormier.
there.
He's
Never
never
been
been
there.
yet. He's going to kill it. I got a surprise for you. How about San Diego?
Oh, you come here.
Let me tell you why.
Just slap your face.
Let me tell you why.
The arena?
Let me tell you why.
Taxes?
Well, yeah, the taxes. I obviously live in Los Angeles.
you're
but
such an
no,
idiot.
here's why. I went down when Dom Cruz fought on a San Diego card.
No, he fought against Cheeto.
He
It was the worst arena ever. Yes, I know.
It was so hot.
It was hot.
I was there as a fan with
Doesn't
my
matter.
son. I
Doesn't
can't
matter.
imagine. Were you?
I was there. I called the fights.
Okay, so you called the fights.
They had
Did
mattresses
you
up top.
sweat through your everything?
They had mattresses on the top to get like the sound or something.
Oh, dude.
It was terrible.
It was so hot. That's why the arena, not the city. I love the
But
city
it's
of
still
San Diego.
brother. You still
But
get
it's,
to live in
I
San
wouldn't
Diego. Imagine.
want to go there and fight in that arena.
But imagine being in Atlantic City.
You've never been there, so you can't even imagine it.
That is a
Why
valid
did you
point.
come
imagine
up with that? Did you Google that?
I've seen Atlantic City a number of times.
Did
on
you
TV.
chat GPT?
Wait, what movie have you seen Atlantic City in?
I've seen a lot of.
Guys, I have some bills to pay. UFC and Ayers Tech unite to revolutionize athletic optimization. Trusted by the Performance Institute and champion fighters, Ayers sets a new standard in performance technology. We asked some fighters on the card some of their optimal ways to recover from training and the grueling nature of mixed martial arts. Take a listen.
I think the best recovery for me is sauna, also cold plunge, and just a good physical therapy session.
After my hard training session, I like to eat good and good 8-hour sleep.
My best methods for recovery are cold plunge, the hot tub, or soft tissue work at the UFC PI.
My best methods for recovery are manual therapies like massage. I love sauna, cold tub, red light therapy. I love shockwave, and I know that the most important method of recovery for me is hydration and sleep.
How about the best thing you use to recover, Frankie?
Sauna.
Oh,
sauna.
yeah.
I probably started a little late in my career because really sauna wasn't like a thing. I used to use it cutting weight.
Yeah.
But like probably in 2020, I got a sauna, and the last couple of years of my career, I used it, and it was all amazing.
Is it like traditional or infrared?
Oh,
or
traditional.
Yeah.
You need the hot.
I got the barrel one. You got.
I got the same barrel.
Yeah.
It's hot.
And-
190.
Yeah.
I want the infrared for my skin.
Hey, you know what I did to my sauna? You know it has two sides?
Yeah.
I took the second bench out.
Oh, you did?
So it's only one side bench.
Ah, okay.
And then you just get it hot in there.
Yeah.
And then you can move around if you want. It gives you more space. Gets 190, 200.
I think it's a cheat code for cardio.
You,
100%.
well, I don't know about that.
I'm telling you.
You go in that sauna, then you jump in your cold plunge right after.
Yep.
Got to do a little bit of both.
I still do the sauna every day.
UFC tough, Ayers smart, get strong, get protected, get AyersTech.com. All right, time for everybody's. For a lot of people, this is their favorite part of the show, especially for Daniel Cormier, because it involves food. Mackenzie Pavicic with us now, and hopefully there is a lot of food involved.
There's a lot. Actually, there is a lot of food.
Yay.
It's hard to believe that in all this time I haven't brought pizza for you guys, but Frankie,
We're in
you
Jersey,
can
gotta go
attest
pizza.
to this.
Come on.
Yes, in New Jersey, pizza's like kind of our thing, so it's a lot of pressure.
It is.
But we found Casanos in Rutherford, and they found more than one way to stand out. Well, here in New Jersey, pizza places are a dime a dozen, but we managed to find one that does things their way. No slices, no delivery, and they don't even have a phone, so we have to go inside to see what's up. All right, well, Dave, no slices, no delivery, no phone. That is a very bold statement to make here in New Jersey.
Well, we've been taking a lot of heat for it, but we like to keep things fresh, and we're from Jersey, so we gotta be bold.
I understand that one all too well, and you've been around for more than a year, so obviously something's working. Care to show me how it's done?
Sure, let's get your uniform first. All right, looks good. Now let me show you how it's done.
Okay. Well, somehow I've never made a pizza in my life, and looking at this dough is making me realize that. So you're gonna have to walk me through step by step.
Well, good news. Let me start it out, then we'll get you involved, all right?
All right.
Go all the way around. You want to leave crust, though, because we don't want to do a thin crust on this. We want the right crust.
Okay.
Yep. So now, no measurement. We just
Measure with the heart.
pinch it. Exactly.
Especially with cheese.
Just
I
with
mean,
feeling.
come on.
So we do that. Now, since you're an amateur, you could do the easiest part.
You
can throw the cheese on top.
Thank you for the vote of confidence here. We're gonna go in a circle.
Yep.
That just feels right. Yeah,
You're
you're
from
right.
Jersey, you're a little bit better, huh? So you start the
Unnatural.
outside, then you go inside.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you're going
well,
good. All right, now.
Now we get it in the
oven.
oven.
Goes. That's it.
Easy enough.
What we're gonna do, some nice fresh basil. Wow. Throw that all over there.
I wish you guys could smell this because it's beautiful.
Make a little salad on top. Extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
All right, we'll give you something to do.
The locatelli. Now that is something.
I say it looks pretty good.
That's the pride of New Jersey right there. I kind of want to
Absolutely.
take a bite. Shall we take a seat?
All right, sure. We could do that.
This makes me feel at home. Literally also because we're sitting in what feels like a living room, which we'll get to in a second, but I just can't wait any longer. So walk me through how we came to this.
All right, so my grandmother died in 1971. She actually worked in Newark as well, right by Prudential Center in the restaurant industry. So we want to do a stuck in time, 1970s feel. Everything's authentic, make you feel like you're sitting in grandma's living room.
I know 4 people who would absolutely love some of this pizza. So I think we'll send it back to the Prudential Center. Unless there's anything else you want.
Well, you can't leave without trying this at least. Star of the show, chicken parm done our way. With some vodka sauce, imported Italian cream, hand-stretched mozzarella, pecorino, basil, and olive oil.
This is like the size of my head. We have to cheers this one.
Try it out. See what you think.
Cheers. Oh my God. I don't think there's been a better way to end one of these segments ever than this right here.
Oh, I will say
Oh,
Mackenzie,
They love that bite shot.
You're disgusting, Mackenzie. Are you from here?
Yes, I'm
You
from
acting
here.
like it.
Oh, okay. From here.
It's a good thing.
Also from here, Dave from Casanos, thank you for joining us. What I really loved, which we covered quite a bit, was the way that you run your business is a little different. No phone, no slices. You have to come in and order. I know that got a lot of pushback, though, from people. So after a year, I know you've got a little bit of a plan for the people that doubted you, right?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, they're going to be famous soon. We're going to put them in the window, all the reviews. I even got toilet paper special for them coming. So
Those 1-star Yelp reviews are gonna get hung up, a little gallery wall right inside Casano's.
Yep.
We've got a lot here.
A lot of pizzas.
So what pizzas do we have?
I got we made everything we had for you guys, throwing it at you. We got French onion, New Haven style, our twist on a round. We got chicken parm, done in a pizza box with fresh broth on top. I mean, we did everything we could.
I know that Daniel's like dying to try the chicken parm.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go for himself, I think.
Let me tell you something. I know pizza my whole life. I've grown up on the pizza. Hey, Frankie, my whole life I've had the pizza.
My whole life.
My whole life.
Yeah, you gotta give us one of these, Daniel.
Oh, that looks so good.
All right, walk us through that top one.
You look like you've been
That's
eating
vodka sauce
I want
with
this big piece of
handmade
basil.
burrata. We break it, we make fresh mozzarella with it, and then we use imported Italian cream.
We have napkins.
Come on.
That and then the flour that you use, a little different. You had an allergy.
I have an allergy. I'm allergic to contact on flour. So we import flour from Italy, and we use a non-bromated, unbleached from the U.S. So it's all natural fermentation, no commercial yeast.
We love it. And as you guys can hear,
That is good pizza.
Daniel, what's your thoughts?
Listen, you ain't eating pizza like this in California.
Yeah, no.
You ain't eating pizza like
Now,
this
what
in
do you mean,
California.
dog? He won't let me have an opinion on pizza because I live in California.
Okay,
That's
well,
crazy.
well,
Come on.
there is one thing. There's one thing. The tomatoes in that sauce, they do come from California.
It's so good.
Why is that?
That is
The best.
The crust.
All
Can I have a
I
plate?
think it's
Yeah,
time.
do we have
Can we
Here you go.
cook that chicken parm?
Oh, yeah.
Daniel, you ready for it?
Yeah.
Because I need you to recreate that big bite.
You know who we're missing?
Look right into the camera.
We're missing R.J. Clifford. He'd have napkins up here. He'd have wet wipes up
don't do
here.
Jimmy like that.
Came through.
I mean, Jimmy.
Miles got it.
Where the hell is Jimmy?
Oh, you cut it for them. Okay, it's a lot easier for you. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is good.
So good.
I will admit.
There he comes. There he comes.
You load the pepperoni on.
All right. Here's the napkin. Here.
All right, Frankie.
Okay.
Full assessment.
Amazing. Amazing. Can't beat it.
Mr. New Jersey himself.
That is really
Thanks,
good.
Jimmy.
Really good. Really
Man, that's a
good,
good
right?
thing.
Hopefully you didn't hear me just shitting on you.
Well,
Our fresh burrata is
No,
incredible.
guys, you got to
seen
make
this.
sure you visit Casano's in Rutherford. You can't call, though. You have to physically go in, but it's definitely worth it. I
Definitely
think,
worth
right?
the trip.
It's worth
I
it.
touched it up.
Mackenzie, thank you very much. While
Thank
we're
you.
eating, let's send it to Fitz and our On the Line crew for their picks coming up on Saturday.
Wow.
Hey there, welcome in. This is
amazing.
Best Bets presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, getting you ready for UFC 316 in Jersey. Minty Bets, Yanni the Greek, Nick Kalikas, I'm Brendan Fitzgerald. We're looking for the best pick across the entire card, but first, an update of the standings as to how these picks have gone. Oh, who's in first place? 2-0. We'll see if I can keep that 0 in the loss column. Yanni 1 and 2 in his first 3 picks. Nick and Minty an identical 2-1, but there's the leaderboard as it sits right now. All right, Yanni, what's the best pick at UFC 316?
All right, we all know just how good Patchy Mix is going to be. He's not being thrown in against a top 10 guy by accident. But I bet numbers, I don't bet teams or fighters. And the bottom line is this. You're paying way too high of a premium for a fighter that just hasn't been tested at the UFC level. And what I mean by that is both come in with a 7-fight win streak. The difference is Mix has finished 5 of his 7, where 5 of 7 for Batista have gone to a decision. He's just not a flashy guy, but he gets the job done. And because of that lack of flash is why you get him at such a discount. He's top 10 in the UFC, and that's not by accident. I like Batista at plus 135. I'll put my 100 on him.
All right, plus money is going to be the theme here. Plus money there, $100 straight bet on all of these. And Nick, you got plus money in the main events.
Got to go with O'Malley in the main event over Merab. I understand Merab beat him last time. He controlled him. He got the W. But his stock right now, Merab's stock is at an all-time high. He beat Umar. He has this confidence, everything going his way right now. But you know what, O'Malley just fought him a little while ago. He got to feel that strength. He got to experience what it is to be in there with Merab. He's healthier now. I think he's going to stuff more takedowns, and he could do some serious damage on the feet. And we're not picking fights here. If it was an easy pick, of course, you would look at Merab. But we're betting fights here, and the line is why I like the O'Malley side. At plus 250, I'll go 100 to win 250 because the value is there. He stuffs a little bit of takedowns, tweaks a few things, healthier. He's the side to take at the price, plus 250.
All right, that would rocket you right back up the leaderboard. More plus money on the main card. Minty, what's your pick?
Yeah,
I'm looking at the Kevin Holland-Vicente Luque fight. Look, both of these fighters can and will make this an exciting fight. In fact, I think this has a fight of the night potential here to open up the main card. I've got a lot of love for Kevin Holland, but in my opinion, this line should be a little bit closer. Vicente Luque, he's dangerous, and he has those finishing capabilities. And for all those reasons, I'm siding with Vicente Luque at plus 180, $100 to win, $180.
All right, we'll see if I can keep my spot with the undefeated going in this little series here. And I'm going heavyweight on a prelim, Waldo Cortez Acosta. Doubt him at your own peril. All he's done is go 6-1 in the UFC. He's on a 4-fight win streak. He hasn't looked all that. He doesn't bring a lot of thunder, right? Except in his last one against Ryan Spann. His biggest win and his most impressive one was a knockout just a few months ago. I think he gets it done at even money over Sergey Spivak. So Waldo Cortez Acosta, we'll see if he can bring it home as a heavyweight at small plus money. DraftKings Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of UFC. Right now, all new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win that first ticket. Download the app now. Use code GLOVES. When you sign up, the crown is yours. We'll see how we go on these $100 flat bets for UFC 316, plus money everywhere. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Fitzy. Sanko caught red-handed going in for slice number 2.
We're just finishing up.
Oh, well, DC hasn't set that plate down in the last 5 minutes.
It was so good. I had a meatball.
It was pretty good.
Oh,
I did not have the meatball.
Meatballs are the best.
Guys, let's move from food to fashion and style. And every time Sugar Sean O'Malley fights, you know, he's wearing his over-the-top outfits. He has the colored hair.
Yep.
Certainly one of the more styling or swaggy guys in the UFC. Let's make a list. Okay, top 5 most styling / swaggy guys or gals in the UFC. Cinco, you have your list handy?
Yeah, I do. I'm a little irritated, though, because the way that this list was described on the call was that the swag had to not just be about their outfits. It was
that's
about
not
their
true.
outfits /
fight style,
their
right?
aura,
Everything.
their
Aura.
fight
All of
style,
it.
all of
Aura.
it. I got an email directed at me.
Fedor
Hey,
is
Laura,
not stylish.
Who else? No. You stop.
Fedor wear.
You stop.
First off, Fedor never fought here.
That one sweater he wore.
He wears one sweater.
That's the point. That's the point. Who else has an article of clothing that has movies made about it? Okay?
You ain't going to explain this one, Laura.
The Fedor sweater
That's
is
crazy.
both fashion and aura in one, and
shit
it
I ever
doesn't
seen
get
in my
more
life.
perfect than that.
That's the craziest shit I
No
ever
one
seen.
else has a famous article of clothing.
Fedor
And I know
wore a
he didn't
sweater
fight
that
in the
was
UFC,
green
but I
and
wanted
brown
to,
and
I wanted to
yellow.
put it on there. Anyway, Sean O'Malley. Do you remember it was like khaki and it had the stripes? Yes, it's legendary.
That's trash,
It's
bro.
legendary. Okay, Sean O'Malley, a lot of swag.
Claudia Gadelia's laughing at you.
Inside and out, because she knows I'm right. The Fedor sweater is the stuff of legends. Sean O'Malley, obvious choice. Swag inside, outside the octagon. Izzy, the aura of Izzy's style, inside, outside. Jorge Masvidal,
Rocking
guys.
the what do you rock, the Versace?
When Masvidal started dressing like Scarface,
Listen.
I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. I was like, yo, Masvidal's pretty cool.
When I said that Shavkat gave me chills, I'm telling you, the first person to give me chills was Jorge Masvidal. That guy, when he was at his peak and he was, dressing like Scarface,
I was like,
and walking out to the Scarface
God,
theme, I was like, oh my God.
I was kind of thinking to myself, like, why the hell didn't I think about that? I
Yeah.
could have been a Cuban
character,
Scarface.
Yeah. And then Conor. Obvious first
Yeah,
choice is Conor
Conor.
McGregor. You have to go with Conor.
So you're going to no-sell me, Ellie?
All right. I got one for you, DC, on my list. At number 5. No, not you. Your podcast buddy, right? WWE level promos on the mic. Half of it wasn't true. Still isn't sometimes. Doesn't really matter. But he
Have
was.
you seen the way he dresses?
He
though?
was, but that's not it. He was the
he dresses
true
like
bad guy when the UFC really needed a bad guy. Number 4 is Sean O'Malley.
Football dad or something.
We've seen it. We live it. We know what he is. Anderson Silva, just like showman inside.
So
kind
you're
of a
like
Matrix
kinda
style.
doing too
No.
much.
I'm going all encompassing, and then I have Izzy at 2, and then Conor McGregor at 1. Like he is and has been the poster boy.
Yeah.
I don't know about Chael on
Frankie.
that list, though.
He tripped.
Yeah, I did O'Malley at 5, Conor at 4, I did Yoel at 3.
Yoel.
Yoel, he go. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And he'd wearing some crazy stuff sometimes.
Yeah, he was swaggy.
He did that little dance on the weigh-in scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Anderson Silva. I mean, he's definitely got an aura about him. And then GSP, man, he was the first guy to bring the suits to the game.
Yo, that's it. That right there is why George St. Pierre's on my list.
Yeah.
Number 5 for me, George St. Pierre. Nobody wore suits. It made it feel professional.
Yeah.
George was the first one that made you feel like you were watching a professional athlete as a mixed martial arts fighter because he dressed the part. At number 4, yo, how come then you have Ilya Taporia? Yo, Ilya walks out there with his Ilya got the damn necklace on. He's got his shirt wide open with a Taporia on his chest. Ilya's got
You know why?
swag.
Because he's not as loud as some of these others.
Doesn't matter. Ilya's got swag, bro.
That's good.
Ilya's got swag. Sean O'Malley. Kamaru Usman.
Yes.
This dude's swag is next level.
Yeah.
The way that Usman dresses, it's like he's at Paris Fashion Week every time we see him.
Walks.
Yeah.
When he's dressed
Usman
up.
has swag. Usman's literally the only one that could be thought of in the same category as McGregor. Who's number 1?
You know
Because
what
Usman's
I
swag.
wanted to put on here? I wanted to put Robbie Lawler, right? Because he comes in sweatpants.
Yep.
But he fights you like he's in sweatpants.
I get it. Yes, I get it. But bro, we're talking fashion. Ilya Taporia, bro, like Islam goes, you're just an annoying little Spanish guy with a good haircut.
I mean, this dude is like, acknowledge it.
But you have to acknowledge the dude got swag.
Let's take a look at who is left to weigh in.
I mean, how much longer do we have?
Right?
How much longer do we
These
have?
are two guys who have had sickness issues in the past. Joe Pyfer, Markel Maderos pulled out of his fight last Tuesday. Pyfer, of course, supposed to face Kelvin Gastelum down in Mexico City. He got sick, had to leave. And there was one more fighter, Ariane De Silva, who missed weight by 6 pounds. But the fight does look like it is likely to happen. They're just negotiating the percentage of the purse, of De Silva's purse that will go to
50%.
Wong Tong.
50?
Show me that money.
50.
Oh, wait, you're saying that's the issue.
If you miss weight by 6 pounds.
Oh, you're saying that's what it should be.
I know it's not allowed, but 50%. You want to still, hey, listen, you miss weight by that much. You still want to fight, you get half of your purse.
And you get deducted a point on the scorecard.
Hey,
I love
no,
that idea.
here's what I think.
That should be
I
punitive.
think if you miss weight by that much weight, you get your show money. Essentially, your show money. That's it. And if you lose, then you get half of your show money. You get a chance to make money at all is a privilege when you miss by that much weight.
You guys ready to do a little rent-free moment?
Yep.
And their chauffeur, Jimmy Stewart.
Yes.
The driver of the Blue Bulance. Oh, you're calling it a captain like it's a ship.
Big Blue Bulance.
He just got back?
Tailgate unit.
This is his first one?
Tactical.
I will say this, Jimmy.
He's been on before.
You look amazing.
I know.
You lost
Thank
that
you.
weight.
Let's go.
Congratulations.
Let's go. We're doing it. We're doing it.
You look I love your glow up.
Oh.
You look fantastic.
It's a real thing.
God, I love you.
You look great. Look how square his face is now.
know.
He's chiseled. He's
Get in
chiseled. Jimmy, you should take your shirt off.
Oh, I don't think you want to see that.
No?
I don't think you want to see. You don't want me Burt Kreischer.
Like looking at your saggy ass body with your shirt off.
Yeah, that is a fact.
man.
DC, get us started on rent free.
Kevin Holland. Hammer fisted Jacare from the bottom.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. I mean, because that doesn't happen. Look at Trailblazer. This dude has fun inside the octagon. Jacare throws him down because at that time, everybody thought all you got to do is take Kevin Holland down. Kevin gets space, and because he's so long, he's talking to him and just starts throwing. He hits him with a right hand. Jacare gets rocked somehow. And then Kevin's like, okay, let me hit this dude. And then he finishes Jacare with punches from the bottom.
Yeah, that was
Nuts.
wild. Did he have another one too? My referee moment is Dennis Hallman when the dude wore the party boy shorts.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God.
I think I was there for this fight too. And
Oh my
man,
God.
I was like,
That's trash. How would they let him
And
do
wait a minute, let's look at the dude with the arrow. With the arrow. Holy cow, I didn't even notice that.
How does he get to fighting though?
This was such an era, though. Look at when we had the posters.
Dana banned it. Dana said no more.
Can you imagine Dana's reaction when he saw that? He would have freaked.
Yeah, my
F
run-free
out.
moment is running back the main event from arguably one of the greatest produced
this is
UFC nights that you would ever see at the Sphere. Daniel,
Won
I
a
don't know if you
couple Emmys.
remember, but while we were on air, you said, man, we should be winning some Emmy Awards for this.
I did say that.
And I'm happy to announce for anyone that doesn't know that the UFC team didn't win one, but 2 Emmy Awards
Come on.
for
Let's
UFC
go.
Noche.
That shit was crazy.
It was.
I remember standing at the top of the Sphere going, wow, this is like nothing I'll ever experience in my life.
Our
again.
team about died making that happen. Right?
Yeah, it was hard.
The lack of sleep. All right, mine happened on Contender Series Season 7, Week 1. Let's take a look.
If you want to get into the UFC and this is where you want to be, act like Joe Pyfer, okay? Be Joe Pyfer. Be excited to be here. Be fired up to fight. Try to finish the fight. Try to win. Be Joe Pyfer and you will get into the UFC.
Period. Dana, does that mean that Joe Pyfer has a contract? Joe Pyfer is in the UFC, and he is the only one. Guys, back to you.
I remember that night. I was there. This is mine. UFC 269, Juliana Pena taking on Amanda Nunes. This was their first fight. The champ controls the first round, and then Pena comes to life in the second. An absolute dog in this fight. Takes her down, takes the back, and the rear naked choke win for Pena, who was taken on. Nunes was an 11-1 favorite in this fight. One of the greatest upsets in UFC history. That was a fun one. A lot of great moments.
A lot of great moments by people on this fight
Just
card.
in the future.
Hey, we're supposed to go with Jimmy,
there's
guys.
supposed to be someone on the card, but that was a great choice.
Guys,
yeah, I didn't know.
hey, we're supposed to go. I love that they let you do that.
It sounded good.
It needed
I liked
to happen because that, man, what a moment
We're
that
following
was.
Jimmy. This can be dangerous. Been all over the world with Jimmy and followed him into some places I don't know if we should be going.
Okay.
All right, we're going to play a little stand-up challenge game. Let's take a look at this first.
Where are we? Okay. What? Oh my God. What?
Oh, that doesn't look like it's too hard.
Oh, there's no way we're getting up with that.
Because you got the slippers on?
We can't get up with this
No,
shit.
because I can.
Do it again.
It's all core strength.
We can do this. We can do
Oh
this.
Back to back on your butt.
Wait.
Sanko and DC, you guys start us up.
So what do we have to
Shouldn't
do?
I go
Can I
with
see it again?
Frankie?
Yeah, the better, more accurate size. Frankie, go with Laura.
No,
There's
that's
no way
not. That's not as
Watch.
fun. This is what you have to
But
do.
there's no way we get up together.
DC, we got this.
Oh, I can pick you up.
This.
I
got
can definitely.
you.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I got you.
I can pick you up. So I'm
Oh,
wearing
they're in
slippers.
slippers. This is super easy.
Yeah.
I'll lean forward. Okay,
We'll be
let's
fine.
go.
We'll be fine. We got this, okay?
Okay, hook it up.
All right,
No.
Shane.
I gotta go under. I gotta go under.
Did you
I gotta go under. I
Did
gotta
you
go
hear
under.
my-
I gotta go under.
Did you hear my shoulder
Yeah,
pop?
ready? We're gonna turn left. Ready?
We're gonna
Turn left.
Turn left.
Put your heels to your butt. Put your feet on the ground.
Gotta go straight up.
Put your feet on the ground.
Push,
Okay.
push,
Put your
or
feet.
push. Push.
but
You
this
coming
might
up?
not figure it
You
out.
coming up? Are you coming up?
Yes!
Now, I'm about to go now. I'm about to go.
She's
You
not
ready?
gonna be cold, DC,
Don't
dude.
just watch your shoulders. One, two, three. Up, Laura. Push. Ah! Ah! Up. We got it. We got it. I don't think that's gonna be. Ah! We got it.
Yes, we did. We got it.
No, I didn't.
Cheater.
That's really
Good.
hard.
She picked me up.
I picked him up.
Let's
All right, let's watch the
But she
replay.
picked me up.
Watch me.
Ah! Oh, we got up. That is right. We got up.
You didn't use your feet the right way.
We got up.
Stop touching my face.
Go, Frank. Let's see. Good job, Laura. We did that.
No, we can do
They
that.
always cheat us. They always cheat us. Did we get up, guys?
Not
Yes.
really. Oh, all right, Frankie.
There's a
My
lot of
arms will go
groaning
back to
happening
the-
right now.
A lot of grunting and groaning.
Grunting and groaning.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. That's how you do it. Let's go. That's how you do it, dog. Let's go.
That was bullshit.
Let's go. Okay.
We're gonna bring.
Claudio Gadelia is with us now. Round of applause. We have some big time announcements.
I mean, look at this set, bro. This is
It's a
crazy.
mess. It's an absolute mess. Where's she gonna sit?
Here.
There's no seat for
Claudia,
Claudia?
We don't have a
sit
seat.
with
How
me.
about this? Yeah, sit with us.
I'll sit right here. Hi,
So-
Daniel.
How are you?
What's up,
How you doing, Claudia?
I'm good. How are you guys?
So there's nothing going on in your life right now. How busy are you with this new promotion that started and a brand new announcement? It's not just a new UFC BJJ promotion. It's something else.
Yes.
Can you tell us all about it, please?
I'm so excited. I started my life in jiu-jitsu as a kid, and there was no money in jiu-jitsu. There was no opportunities in jiu-jitsu, and I had to go fight MMA to be able to change my life, change the pattern of my families and my life. So to be involved in the jiu-jitsu business today and be able to give the jiu-jitsu competitors a platform and an opportunity to shine is amazing. Yes, I'm busy, but you know, Dana White and the entire UFC team is so excited to announce that we are launching UFC Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu live event series. We're launching this series now. The first event is going to be on June 25th, and leading up to that, right, it's going to be on June 25th for International Fight Week, and leading up to that, we filmed a reality TV show, just like The Ultimate Fighter, for Jiu-Jitsu, and this is gonna blow everybody's mind. The fights I've seen inside the stage we built for Jiu-Jitsu was some of the most exciting fights I've seen in Jiu-Jitsu my whole life. Wow. So I'm so excited about this whole thing.
The first UFC BJJ event takes place on Wednesday, June 25th as part of, here, I'll move over one.
Thank you.
As part of International Fight Week. And UFC BJJ Road to the Title gets underway on June 16th. It's going to be free on UFC's YouTube channel. Who are the coaches going to be for this?
So Mikey Musumeci,
of course,
4 times world champion, and is over there. And Harrison Gabriel is the 2025 Pan Am's champion. He actually beat the best guys that were supposed to fight Mikey this year, and we brought these two together to coach the show, and they did amazing. The show was so exciting.
Oh, only two of the best in the world.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Right?
Who are some of the other names that we can look forward to seeing on the show?
We got Andrew Tockett. That kid is so amazing. A lot of star power. He's so good at what he does. He's a pretty boy, you know, and he
gotta have a pretty boy.
You gotta have them in there.
Well, you got that brother over there. That's a pretty boy right there. That little black boy right there, pretty boy. You got a nice looking brother, huh? Who's that? Look at him. Somebody put him on the camera. Look at that nice little looking brother over there.
And we got Andy Varela. We got Carlos Enriquez. We got 16 of the best jiu-jitsu competitors in the whole world. So it's like doing the Ultimate Fighter with the best top contenders in the UFC already. That's what we did with this thing.
How is UFC Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu going to be different from other jiu-jitsu organizations in the past?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time understanding how we turn jiu-jitsu into a spectator sport, right? Because if you look at the jiu-jitsu fans now, most of jiu-jitsu fans are people that practice the sport. Like, you have to be a practitioner to be able to appreciate and understand the sport. So we spent a lot of time with some of the best minds in jiu-jitsu: Ricardo Almeida, Leticia Ribeiro, Vitor Shaolin. We got this group of people that really understand jiu-jitsu, and they competed in jiu-jitsu, then in MMA, later in MMA, and now they coach fighters. Ricardo is Frankie's jiu-jitsu coach. He was my coach as well. We spent a lot of time with some of the greatest minds in jiu-jitsu to try to understand, how do we fix this problem? How we introduce jiu-jitsu to the world in a way where it's exciting? Because if you look at IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu, the sport of Jiu-Jitsu in other organizations, is not that exciting. So we changed the rule set because, you know, the 10-point must system has been around forever. The casual MMA fan and combat sports fan already understand that rule set, and the MMA fan already understands submissions. So our number one criteria is submissions. Like, you have to go to submissions, you have to push the pace. So you go in there for 3 5-minute rounds. You have to act and move the whole time and push the pace the whole time. And we designed a stage, a competition area that is shaped like an octagon with walls. So there's no way you go out of bounds. There's no way you stop the fight in any way, shape, or form.
It also kills the wrestler from just holding the jiu-jitsu guy down.
Exactly.
Right? If you don't, because if you could just, I've seen guys have a lot of success in jiu-jitsu with just having that great wrestling base, stalling in winning. You can't do that in the UFC jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, because that's boring, right?
It's boring.
Yeah, so like the number one criteria is submissions. We want to see submissions. We don't want to see them moving the whole time. If you guys watched the last couple shows, we got exactly that from the competitors, and we tell them. We tell them, like, if you guys lose but give us a show, you'll be back. But if you win a boring fight, you'll not be back here. And you know, we figured it out. We feel like we got the formula right. We got this stage right. It's so amazing. Like, imagine an octagon shaped jiu-jitsu competition area. You can't run away.
Yeah.
So this is exciting.
It really is a reimagining UFC Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu of the Fight Pass Invitational. And again, the first event, UFC Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 1, takes place Wednesday, June 25th. It's part of International Fight Week. And tell us a little bit about that main event now.
Yeah, so Mikey Musumeci will go against Harrison Gabriel for the first ever UFC Jiu-Jitsu bantamweight title. We're going to crown 3 champions that day. We have the other 2 people fighting for the finale of the reality TV show. So we got the bantamweights in the main event. We got the lightweights that will go first, and then we got the welterweights going for the 3rd UFC BJJ
When is my boy
World
Mason
title.
Fowler going to fight?
Oh, he just
for the title.
fought
I know he
for-
just fought. He will get a title fight.
He will for
Okay.
sure get a title
I'm
fight.
gonna hold you to that.
Yes, he
All right.
will. He's so good.
Yeah.
Did you
He's
see
so
his last
good.
submission?
Yep, he's the man.
Wow. Yeah, that was a
Claudia is
beautiful
so deep
McLaren.
in her boss era right now. I just want to say, like,
She
you are
is.
doing
She's
such
like,
a great job.
if Jimmy glowed up, Claudia glowed up. Like Claudia, like really glowed up.
I'm running shit around here.
No, but I spent a lot of, like, when I was competing and fighting at the highest
course,
level in the
yeah.
UFC, I was investing my money, making sure I was building businesses. And when I retired at 32 years old, I had my businesses on the side, and I really wanted to put my time into jiu-jitsu because it's my passion. It's all of our, we all love jiu-jitsu here, right?
Yes.
So I love that.
I love it.
Huge news. UFC Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu making its debut as part of International Fight Week, Wednesday, June 25th. Road to the title going to be live and free on YouTube. And that starts on June 16th. Claudia, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations. What a great new venture this is for you and the UFC. I know everybody's super excited about it.
Yeah, we're all super excited.
Yeah.
And thank you
Very
guys
cool.
for
Very
the
cool.
support. And this is going to grow. We're excited. Thank
It's
you.
going to be awesome.
Be good.
Where's Mikey Musumeci and those guys? They're still
They're over
backstage
there,
just
yeah.
having a good old time.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing live
And here
on
is
the
Joe
pay-per-view
Pyfer
main
coming to weigh
card
in
the
finally.
middleweight division, Joe Pyfer.
Joe Pyfer. I just saw Joe Pyfer this past weekend at a local event, and boy, was he fired up.
Let's listen here.
185, the official weight for Joe Pyfer.
Made it. He looks pretty good, too.
He was fired up this past weekend, and if you have a chance to check out a documentary, his documentary Journey to the UFC, you can see why he fights with a chip on his shoulder. He was raised in a unique situation,
It's a good
to say
film.
the least.
It's a great film.
From the bow and arrow and billionaire strut to a style-bending dance and T-City executioner, there are tons of ways to walk out to the octagon. And on DraftKings Sportsbook, there are just as many ways to bet on the big fight. Props, spreads, same-game parlays, over-unders, futures, and even live betting during the fight. Not doing a walkout, guys. DraftKings, the best place to bet UFC. New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. The crown is yours.
Dude, there was so much.
All right, guys, we got some work to do.
Couldn't even show.
Let's go.
Doing a little artwork. Know what I mean?
Art?
Yeah, art. We're going to draw each other.
Okay.
Look at Miles just being such a gentleman.
He's a
over
gentleman.
here.
You know what?
You know?
He got some internet fame as the what was it, Miles?
Hey, the chair catch
the
guy.
chair catch guy.
Yes.
Yeah. now he's everywhere. All right, drawing each other. So we're going to show you how artsy these guys are, but first let's take a look at how this is supposed to go down.
Okay.
You gonna take a shot to show me? Come on, show me.
Oh.
That is
Wow.
rough. That is
Look at that horse. I'm dropping shit all over myself. Look.
Yo, bro, you connect the dots.
Also, we're painting.
Oh.
You got. Who's gonna go first?
He sold the clip on that hard.
I'm ready.
That was rough.
All right, DC.
That was rough.
Why don't you take one, Sanko? Why don't you take another?
Okay.
Wait, that's not too much.
Whoa.
I can't take too much. I can't do that.
Why
dude.
not? Why not?
Whoa.
I can't drink a lot, man.
I think you're okay.
I have
Since
stuff
when?
to do today.
I can't do tequila.
Is there a chaser?
Yeah.
Can I get a Monaco?
Can I get something to chase
Yeah,
this
I'll
Miles? Can I
get
get
the-
my
I'll get the
Monaco? Like, I
Monacos,
mean,
guys.
this is crazy.
I can't.
Jimmy's getting the Monicos. Hey, Zach in the truck. I think your boy Jimmy's out of breath. He's been running all over the place. You might want to check on him. Heart monitor available?
Here you go, Frankie.
What? I gotta do this too?
No, Frankie, of course you gotta do it.
What am I, chocolate?
Why you give me this tall boy, bro?
Nobody gave you the tall, Frankie. That's yours. All right, ready? Mine?
Hold on, guys. I mean, for the love of God, I want to get in on this too.
Dude, why is everybody's got these half-ones? I got these.
No, Frankie, nobody has this. Frankie, you don't have more than everybody, Frankie. It's fine. Just relax. You're the new guy.
It's fine.
All right,
you're the new guy, man.
Chaser for the girls.
Okay, so what are we doing?
We all have
We're
choices.
cheersing, and then you two are going to paint, and then Frankie and I are going to paint.
To honor, I'm not going to finish that toast.
Cheers.
We might be the judges.
Ooh. On these,
so
on these easel
painting
things?
each other.
Okay. I'm gonna need like, where's the cardboard for the
what up, brother?
palette?
How you doing?
Right there.
Oh.
Ugh.
Damn.
Okay.
Man.
All right, guys. While you're painting, we're gonna do a little discussion. We've talked a lot about Kayla Harrison and how some people have thought, because of her dominance throughout her career, that she is inevitably going to be a UFC champion. So we're going to make a list, Frankie, you and I, of the top 3 inevitable future UFC champs. We got to leave Kayla off the list, right? Because she's in a title fight right now. All right, so we'll start with mine.
I'm a little red, too.
Okay. All right, we ready? All right, my number 1 is Movsar Evloev. He's undefeated. He has a 9-fight win streak in the UFC. And how about his last 3 wins, by the way? Aljo, Arnold Allen, and Diego Lopez, all right? Shavkat is my number 2. He is on his way back from injury. He actually has the best odds to become welterweight champ by the end of this year at -150. And then Paddy Pimblett. How many guys have really leveled up each and every fight as much as Paddy Pimblett had it initially? A lot of people thought he was almost just kind of a caricature. He was super popular, maybe not that great of a fighter. He put on an absolute show his last time out against Michael Chandler.
Phenomenal. All right, I'm going my list. I'm going Umar Nurmagomedov. I know he came up short against Merab. I just think he's going to wear a title before his career is over. I'm picking someone that hasn't even fought in the UFC yet, but he's just signed Aaron Pico. He's been killing it.
Newbie.
He's in a newbie. I think he's going to surprise some people here at the 145-pound division. And then I'm picking Tom Aspinall, even though he's the interim champion. But even if he doesn't win his next fight, I think he will hold the title before his career is over.
All right, we've got Markel Medeiros.
155, the official weight for Markel Medeiros.
A little bit at the wire. This young man was sick last week, so maybe not surprising, but he has actually changed camps, now fighting out of the lab, no longer out of Factory X, but he says that working with John Crouch has really improved his game, and they've really connected a lot out there, so.
How's it going, guys?
I'm going to say Umar Nurmagomedov is going to be an inevitable champ. Khamzat Chimaev will be an inevitable champ. I am going to say Aaron Blanchfield will still be a world champion. But yes, I have Umar Nurmagomedov. I have Khamzat Chimaev, and I have Umar Nurmagomedov. I'm having some trouble. I got some red on my thing when it's supposed to be blue.
Okay, I think at no surprise. We're going to put Shavkat number 1. Also, that's just the right answer because he literally had a title shot and was unable to take it. We haven't even seen that guy fight healthy, let's be honest. We don't even know what he's fully capable of.
No, she's got a shirt on.
We've got, what, did you paint me without a shirt?
No, she's got a shirt on.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay, Sean Brady. I'm so nervous about what you're painting right now.
Could I get a
Sean
white
Brady
shirt?
is right there. How crazy is the welterweight division?
Could I get a white shirt?
By the way, and then John Silva, the fighting nerd John Silva.
I mean, she's
undefeated.
Not a shirt.
Look at his skill set. The man has all the makings of a champion. This is not my best work. I'm painting you shirtless.
I don't know if you guys saw the game last night. I didn't even know
shirtless.
who won because I fell asleep, and the Pacers came back to win that game after getting literally dominated. Just chipped away, chipped away, chipped away.
Oh, I gotta see.
And so in the spirit of the NBA Finals, we're going to pick a basketball team by position based on UFC fighters. So you got to line them up from point guard all the way to center. You're starting 5. Who do we want to start with, Candido? Let's start with me. Oh, this is good. Point guard. All right, this is an obvious one. Michael Venom Page. He's swaggy. Can you imagine him just crossing somebody up, dude? MVP at point guard. Dustin Jacoby, shooting guard, all-state hooper. Played college football, really good quarterback, but he was also an all-state hooper. My small forward's going to be Cyril Gahn. We know he's an athlete. We've seen what he can do in soccer and rugby. I think he'd be a great small forward just based on his athleticism alone. My power forward is Rampage Jackson. Chaos, charisma, banging, beating dudes up. Think Charles Oakley back in the day. And then Stefan Struve, 7 feet tall. He's my center. It's kind of a no-brainer. Like, you got to go.
All right, for mine, I'm going point guard. I'm going Marab. Obviously got cardio forever. Hard to contain that guy. Shooting guard, I'm going O'Malley. Obviously, he'd always been putting up the free throws after his fights. I'm going DDP, small forward. I think he's awkward as hell. Hit some people with some elbows. Power forward, Strong Strickland, little Anthony Mason action.
Good.
And then Stephen Struve,
so good.
The 7-footer, kind of.
Dan Frankie, that's the whitest, most awkward list on a basketball court I've ever seen.
I'll tell you why I did that in a little bit.
All right, you guys ready for mine? So, at point guard, I'm going to go Manel Kopp. You guys will see a theme as this show goes on. At 2 guard, I'm going to have Kevin Holland.
Okay.
I will have Kevin Holland at the 2. At small forward, I will have Jamal Hill. You get the theme? At the 4, I have Travis Bryant.
What I did.
And at number 5, I have Walt Harris. Guys, the NBA is 78% black. The NBA is 78% black.
Travis
so
Brown
in honor of
is a
this,
white dude.
Travis Brown is a Hawaiian. He is the one not black
Just
dude.
because his last name is
yes,
Brown?
there you go. And they all played basketball except for Manel Kopp. There you go.
Okay, I made a non-racist list, and I'm really at a disadvantage here without my card because I had to take notes on what these people do. But Volkanovski is a leader. He's got the fight IQ, smaller guy, moves well, would make a great point guard. O'Malley, beautiful stroke. We want him shooting all day long. Izzy Adesanya, small forward. We like the height, we like the physicality, but we also need a guy who can shoot.
I'm about really good.
John Jones as a power forward, shut the front door. That guy has that all day. He can play with his back to the basket all day long. Stefan Struve, obviously your center. He's over 7 foot. You need a tall guy to rebound and dunk and do all those fun things. So that's my team.
Are your pictures ready?
And my husband didn't help me at all with that. Thank you very much.
So I think we should start with Daniel Cormier. DC, you ready? I think it looks done to me.
Almost.
Okay. All right, I think the great unveil needs to happen right now. All right, DC's done. Let's take a peek.
And ready? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Sanko. There it is, right there.
That's an octopus.
There it is. I even put you a
boobs.
shirt on over your boobs. I even put a shirt over your boobs. That's her lips. I gave you red lipstick. That's your nose, eyes.
This is wild, man.
Beautiful blonde hair.
Wow, that is a huge nose.
Look at that.
Look at those
I'm sorry,
nostrils.
your tits are in your pants. I accidentally put them in your pants. My bad.
I spent a lot of money for these things to be nice and high.
I'm sorry,
okay?
Laura. But I think this is pretty good. Look at that nice little button nose.
That's not really a button nose.
Okay, are we
It's a
ready?
beautiful picture. Let me see.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh boy.
Here's the big reveal, okay?
These are her arms.
Those are my arms.
They're like sideways.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's peak male performance. Oh, yeah, I do have hair there. I've got a little bit of hair right there. That is what a man looks like. That's good. Holy shit, do you draw?
No.
That's pretty good. I'm taking this home.
Take it home.
I want this.
That actually looks better than DC does in real life.
I thought that was pretty good. I thought mine was good, too.
I gave you
So
extra big nipples.
So it does look like you have boobs there. But just so you know, when DC started this, the first thing he drew were the boobs.
No, I didn't.
And
I
then
drew the
he
face.
built the rest from there.
Well, because I know you said that you paid for it. You want to make sure that they're appreciated. So
Listen, I breastfed a child for a year. We had to put back what God gave me in the first place.
That was good though, Frank. You don't think so?
I mean, I don't know if I call it good.
What, there is another
Good
drawing
effort,
game.
good effort.
A drawing game.
I've got a terrible galley back there just making noise in the back.
It's very
There's another game we have called Draw in the Back. I want you guys to look at this.
Oh, yeah.
We're making TV here. We got people in the back just talking.
Let's move into the light, guys.
Okay.
Go up here.
What are we drawing here?
Whatever the person behind you is drawing.
Where do you want to?
So just lean. Senko, we'll start with you.
Okay.
And we'll fit DC behind Senko.
I don't want to be behind Laura
I'm the
because
last one?
she
All
draws
right.
really good.
Okay,
Like,
great.
Go, Frank.
All right. So you're the one that has to.
Hold on, guys.
I guess I have to
Stepping
guess.
all over this stuff.
I want to draw behind Frank. I want to draw behind Frank.
Well, I have to draw on an. I have to draw on an easel.
So,
okay?
hey, we need the easel here.
Or you know what I'm
Jimmy's back.
I'll do
Because
you.
I'll see it over your
No,
back.
you won't. No, it's
All right, so the idea is
and then I can
these guys.
This dude, probably. Yeah.
Mimic what I think they're drawing.
Yeah. So I got to go DC. DC starts first.
So DC starts first.
Are you drawing?
Yeah.
Bro, I can't.
I can't feel anything. Push harder. That's what she said. I literally can't feel anything.
Well, give me a minute. Well, because you have your thing right there.
Bro, I can't.
I'm drawing.
I'm gonna arch
drawing.
my back.
I
See?
mean,
Frankie,
all
I'm
I
drawing.
could do, Senko, was go lower. That probably would be
Frankie, I'm
funny.
drawing. Frankie, just think.
Frankie, are you drawing right now?
It's very similar to what I just drew a little bit ago.
Are you drawing?
Yeah, he's drawing.
Are you drawing,
No,
Frankie?
Dan, are you?
Yeah,
drawing?
Frankie.
Yeah, I'm drawing.
He's drawing. Dan is bad. He's bad. He's so bad. Yep. Want me to draw it again?
Yeah. Go.
Okay, I'll draw it again.
This is bad, Senko, but
Okay, you
I'm
ready?
gonna have to do what I think they're
All
drawing.
right, Frankie, you ready? I'll make it easier, Frankie. Start over.
All right.
Here you go,
start
Freddie.
over.
There you go,
Start
Frankie.
over. Start over.
There you go, Frankie. I made it pretty good.
Are we starting over?
He got it busted on back.
I pressed it, Frankie. Look,
What on
Frankie
earth?
is Frankie's from Atlantic City, man. That's crazy. Frankie's from Atlantic City. No, that's so wrong.
Hold on, last one. Frankie, you still going?
He hasn't done anything.
This is
no, that's not it. Frankie, look, this.
Okay,
and
I'm
then
done.
There you go.
I literally.
It's just
feel-
love, Frankie.
I feel
Love,
nothing.
love. Yes, Frankie, like that.
Okay.
We all have one,
Yeah.
Frank. We all have one.
Oh boy.
We all have one,
All right,
Frankie.
this is.
Do we
I mean,
all
based
have one,
based
or
on.
most of us have
I
one?
think I know what you were doing now.
We all have one,
Are you
Frankie.
back there drawing dicks?
No,
That's. I mean.
Frankie, we all have one.
No, I'm not hoping. Well, when you say we
All
all
right,
have
Frankie.
one, not all
All right,
of us.
Frankie. All right, Frankie. Here.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah, Frankie got it. Me and Frankie got it. We won.
Oh, that's not what I thought you guys were doing.
Me and Frankie won, dude.
No, that's what I thought. That's weird.
Drawing hearts and you drew a dick on me?
Oh my God!
That's what they said. They said everybody has one, and they said love.
I was like, surely that's not what he's drawing.
Everybody has one in love, and he draws a dick. Oh my God,
You
bro!
drew a dick on me.
What? That is
Perfect.
bad.
I actually came close. I couldn't tell what was happening.
All right, apparently Frankie's been doing some, or has done some work here in Brick City in Newark, New Jersey. Take a look at this piece with Frankie.
Understand anything?
Aljo, you're up on the set in the center, buddy.
You don't understand anything, Frankie. You act
Yes,
like
please.
you're from Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Crazy, Frankie.
I mean, when you guys said everybody has one in love,
Well,
I was
we said everybody
100%
has
sure.
Welcome to New Jersey, the birthplace of Springsteen, Sinatra, the Bulldog of Bergen, Marvelous Marvin, the leader in UFC wins, Jim Miller, and a guy you might know from down the shore.
Remains the lightweight champions!
You see here, we're not just tough, we're Jersey tough. We fight for every inch. Born in the shadows of a mighty city, blue collar in every way. And when we get knocked down,
This is one of the most destructive storms we've ever seen hit the Garden State.
we get right back up. Because like old Blue Eyes said, the biggest lesson in life is, baby, never be scared of anyone or anything. Something I know a thing or two about.
Rematch for the lightweight title. Uppercut by Edgar!
You face a guy once, good.
This is
UFC fighting someone 3 times. TR, baby, bringing the belt where it belongs.
But to quote another great New Jerseyan, you're only halfway there.
5 rounds if needed to decide the UFC Bantamweight Championship.
For the champ, who is no stranger to the tri-state, you may think you have a 25-minute blueprint on the other guy.
I showed the world that I was better than him.
But MMA math, 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2.
That'll do it! The Sugar Show!
Because the flashy guy with the power, you took what's his. And the most New Jersey move ever, he's coming back to get it.
I think he knows it's going to be a completely different fight.
So on behalf of all 17,000 people in the building tonight and all who call New Jersey home, get ready to work. If not, hit the turnpike and head back to New York. Because we wrote the book on grit. We are Jersey tough. NJ all day.
That was awesome.
Frankie, that was badass.
Great job, Frank.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Aljamain Sterling in the house, one of the great
fly.
bantamweights of all time. Look at you.
Look at him.
Y'all think Aljo might have liked
Harvard.
Aljo? You look so good.
Hey, by the way, how did he not make any of our lists?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's the problem, Nick, because
I was waiting.
Because of this
Damn,
right here.
DC.
You came on the way and showing you was dressed too nice.
That's why. That's why.
Too nice?
Damn.
Too nice.
Okay.
Dude, well, we have a lot. We're going to get into some fun stuff with you here in a minute. But obviously, you're very familiar with the 2 men in the main event. Merab Dvalishvili, one of your best friends, your training partner. You fought Sean O'Malley. How about a path to victory for both?
Path to victory. I think for O'Malley it's pretty simple. Try to keep it at distance and look for that big shot. I don't know if the path to victory for him will be trying to score points like that. That's a very tough game for anyone to beat Merab at that. He's better at scoring points and winning decisions, right? So I think the better game for him would be looking for a big shot and trying to stay on the outside, using his feints. But the thing with using too much feints is you start to get tired. And of course, Merab, he's got to draw out those big attacks, those big actions, as DC likes to say. Get him a little bit more tired, and I think once that opening presents itself for him to get the takedown, put him on his ass and do what he does. Machine time.
What do you think about that, Frankie?
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. Obviously, O'Malley's best bet is landing a shot. You know, can Merab get him tired this time? You know, and really wear on him because he didn't really get him like super tired like he gets other guys. I feel like in the last fight. So I'm sure that's where he's going to try to change things and wear on him a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like the last one was a little bit more. I don't want to say safe, but just not trying to make just not trying to make him a mistake because O'Malley's still very dangerous, even in the later rounds, as we saw, landing that front kick, hurting him to the body. And I thought he was faking, and then I realized he was not faking. He actually got him with a good shot.
In the 5th, yeah.
It was a great shot. And I mean, O'Malley does have paths to victory in this fight. It just seems from the outside that with the time that he has gone away, the changes that would seem necessary to make, he had to have been doing overtime, right? My question to you is, being a guy that's in Merab's corner, that's obviously watched, we were talking, and she made a great point. Judged on criteria, right? It was a pretty close fight. It just felt like Merab was in control the whole time.
Yes.
Do you guys feel like because, by the criteria, it was such a close fight, that you should be a little bit more concerned going into this rematch?
Yeah, I think there's always concerns for a rematch. No 2 fights are the same, right? I mean, you've had multiple rematches. I've had rematches, and no 2 fights are the same. So, for me,
was it close?
I think more to what you said. I think Merab was just in control the whole time, so it didn't really feel like there was anything to really worry about. But at the same time, I still felt like it was kind of domination for the most part.
It's like it was domination, but because of the way that the scoring criteria is, Sean won 2 rounds. And as close as that first round was, one big shot from Sean or Merab.
Yeah.
But in this case, obviously, I'm making the case for how close it could have been. Sean could have won the first round, and then he would have won the fight. And when I think about that fight, I don't think about it being close.
Yes.
That's the crazy thing.
It's insane, actually.
That's the crazy thing. So my question is this. I saw in the countdown that Coach Wood, they're in the conference room or whatever, and they're talking about focusing on doing damage and not just control time. So is that something that you guys worked on a lot? Like, I don't know if Merab's going to start whipping out submissions left, right, and center, but has he been focused on really playing more to the criteria?
I think he's gotten some good submissions into like the sparring sessions that I've been a part of, being able to watch, and of course me being in there with him as well, trying to imitate O'Malley as best as I could. So there's been a lot of emphasis on the damage factor and the damage side of things, and just trying to score where we can score and really, really put the pressure on this guy. So I think if we get him to the positions that we need to, he's going to do some great things, and I think there's going to be a good opportunity for us to get the finish.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I just kind of wonder, it's been less than 12 months, right?
Yes.
Sean struggled with the takedown defense. Can you change it that much in less than a year to be able to stay upright against Merab?
It's hard, right? It's wrestling, the gap for wrestling.
Yeah, I'm in a position where I can't really pick the fights. So I'm asking you guys to almost.
Yeah, I think your wrestling's the hardest one to close that gap. Always.
But what about who did Craig Jones work with? Was
Jack.
Yeah, it was Della Maddalena.
And
Jack.
And
I gotta say something about the Jack Della Maddalena fight though.
He didn't
Bilal
shoot
didn't
any
wrestle.
shots.
Thank you.
Bilal didn't really wrestle.
You're right.
Which is crazy.
Respect.
To Jack. But Bilal, he confused him so much that he didn't wrestle. I don't know. But if I'm O'Malley's team, I think that's what I have to do. I have to give Merab so much that it makes him not wrestle. That's how you defend his takedowns. You hit him with so many things up the middle that he starts to question whether or not he can level change into you and pressure you.
It's the teeps. A lot of guys have talked about how important that is for O'Malley and how dangerous that is.
Yeah, you don't want to run out.
He just doesn't think it's possible.
Yeah.
He doesn't think that you can stop Merab from wrestling.
No, you really, it's really hard. I'm a good wrestler. He takes me down. And I know, like, the timing and when he's planning to shoot, but when it happens, you're just like, all right, I guess we're doing this again, and there's nothing I can really do other than get back up, fight the hands, and then try to go back after him, right?
Feeling both of them, though.
Yeah.
Like, feeling them both, right? Like, you've been in there with both of them. Like, what does Sean O'Malley have to do then?
It's really hard. He's just got to land a good shot. I mean, that's the name of the game. His game versus Merab's game, and Merab does what he does to everybody, right? So it's up to O'Malley to find that shot, and even if he gets lucky, that's what he needs to do. Just throw something, and hopefully he gets lucky enough, and hopefully he doesn't get lucky. I'm hoping he doesn't.
Can Sean win if this goes to the judges' scorecards?
Possibly. Like the last fight, somehow he won 2 rounds. I still don't understand that, but like you said, like the criteria, there's an opportunity for him to score enough points where he could steal rounds, and we have to make sure that we don't get behind too early.
Yeah, obviously the grappling is the story of the fight in the co-main event as well. What are your thoughts on that fight and how you see that one playing out?
Honestly, Juliana Pena is going to get taken down. So she needs to make peace with that. I hope they have in the training camps, right? But then what do you do after you get taken down? Are you going to be able to get back up? Are you going to be looking to submit or sweep? But how often will she get taken down? I think that's the most important thing. Can she do damage to Kayla and take away some of that energy and make her work for those takedowns? Because I think the weight cut, if she can make her work, she could get her tired. But of course, if Kayla gets her down early in the round, that's not a good trending situation to be in.
I don't think that they believe she's going to get taken out. She's been training with Kennedy Blades at Izzy-style wrestling. They want to make sure she's not getting taken out.
It's a fight. We're not wrestling. We're not in a wrestling stance. Yeah. And when you're doing those drills,
she's a judo girl. She ain't a wrestler either.
Sweeps. Yeah, it's not like Kayla's got this great takedown entries and stuff like that.
She don't have leg attacks really much.
Yeah.
So it's just different. So I think you gotta just have to understand that, and especially in the striking situations, when you're mixing it up, it makes it a little bit easier to get takedowns, even for people that aren't takedown artists. I get taken down by people who have no business taking me down. If it was on a wrestling mat, they would never take me down. Yeah. But they get the takedowns because it's MMA.
John Jones took me down one time. That shit was crazy.
Brother, I almost took his medal from him.
Huh? That was actually crazy.
I almost took the medal. I almost had to give DC that medal. I don't know.
When I got taken down?
Yeah.
That was crazy. I cannot believe that.
But it's different, right?
Yeah,
if it makes you feel better, Alexander Gustafsson took him down.
Alexander Gustafsson took me down too.
Yeah.
That didn't take my medal.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know who's taking a lot of people down? The mobsters in New Jersey.
Okay.
Right?
My people.
All right. A lot of great mob movies based in New Jersey. Let's go top 3.
Okay.
Top 3 mob movies / TV shows of all time. Frankie, we'll start with you.
I'm going 3. I'm going to go Godfather 2. I say 2 because you got De Niro in there. He goes to Italy. All right. Then I'm going. They got this wrong, but I'm going Goodfellas number 2. That's just the classic.
It is.
Come on.
Yeah.
Funny like a clown. You got the
I make you laugh?
Leota. You got De Niro. You got everybody.
You stab a guy
And then
with a
I put Sopranos #1 because it's a Jersey show.
Yeah.
And it revolutionized. It changed TV forever.
All right. So you flipped it. You have Sopranos at 1.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jimmy.
Yo.
You're up, buddy.
Yeah, I did it specific to movies, not shows, but obviously Sopranos was incredible. So my whole perspective is if you're watching TV at home at night, what are you stopping when you see it on the channel, right? Number 3, American Gangster. Frank Lucas, Blue Magic. You got to watch it anytime it's on. Incredible performance by Denzel Washington. Into Donnie Brasco, obviously one of the all-time greats that we ever seen. And then #1 for me is Casino with Sam Ace Rothstein at the Changiers.
Can I tell you a quick Casino story?
Please.
That main character is based on Tony Spilatro. Okay, he was called back to Chicago by the Chicago mob, beat up with his brother. They pretended like they were going to make him and his brother. He was already made. They were going to make the brother.
Yep.
Beat him up with baseball bats.
Yeah, that's in the movie.
Dragged him out to an Indiana farm and buried them alive.
Oh, yeah.
I own a farm 1 mile from there.
Wow.
It is
Shut up.
right next door.
They got number ghosts out there.
That's
They got
crazy.
hey, I was gonna say In Too Deep, Paid in Full. Hey, you know those.
Yeah.
But they said I can't just keep doing all black stuff. But here I go.
I don't think anybody said that.
Paid in Full.
Honestly, you want to know why I picked all white basketball players?
Why?
Because I thought you were going to pick all black.
Well, the
all black
NBA is
players.
80% black, so pick 4 of them. Anyhow, number 3, Scarface. We love Scarface,
Scarface
Aljo.
is good.
You know we love Scarface.
Scarface is great.
Okay, Goodfellas. At #2, that was good. And The Godfather 2 at #1 for me. Casino was good, though. And, boy, Donnie Brasco was good.
They're both really
Yep.
Oh, Bronx Tale. Bronx Tale
was good. You look like Bronx
Now
Tale.
you just can't leave.
You kind of look like Bronx Tale. Kalon Jamal, whatever
You
his
could be
name
right in
was.
there. You could be right in there. Aljo, what do you have?
I thought I had some good ones. The Godfather 2. Wait, that's not mine.
Coming up right
There we are. American Gangster,
Carlito's
baby.
Way.
Carlito's Way, baby.
Blow was good.
Blow was Blow made me like tear up at the end. I felt bad for the guy.
I know.
Like he thought he was seeing his daughter, and then
Carlito's Way, though,
it
man.
just disappeared. I was like,
That was
Hey,
bad.
reloaded.
But with Blow, it kind of reminded me of my childhood because I have some similar upbringings.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, I wish I had a relationship with my dad like that. But we didn't. So
That shit's sad, man.
it is sad. So that made me
Aljo,
feel
please,
sad. I was
man.
also, this is a
Aljo,
great
you got
movie
us
for
out
me.
here feeling bad for you now.
Nah, don't feel
You
bad for
rich,
me.
though.
Nah,
So you
you rich. DC is rich.
Aljo, go ahead.
And so Sanko. Sanko's rich too. All right, go
Okay,
ahead.
number three. Okay, I went show on this one, and I kind of wanted to be a little niche. I'll be honest. I knew it wouldn't be on anybody's list. Boardwalk Empire.
It was
is
solid.
A phenomenal show.
Hell yeah.
It is a phenomenal show. If you like
know
Peaky
that
Blinders but want something that's actually better, watch Boardwalk Empire. The Departed. I know we're going an Irish mob here, but that is one of my favorite movies of all time, Oscar winning. And then Goodfellas.
What about The Wire?
I mean, they're all good.
Yeah, Wire's good.
They're
too.
all
Somebody told me
good.
The Wire is the best television show of all time.
No.
Yeah, it's not really a mob show.
Yeah.
It's not?
No, it's
not
more
really.
of like a gang
Street
show.
show?
Yeah.
Gang,
It's a
little
great
different.
show
Yes.
based in Baltimore, so not really Jersey.
I mean,
I
it's
went-
was a gang.
I went kind of chalk on this one. Goodfellas seems so much more recent. Like Goodfellas, like, oh yeah, it's like 10 years old. That came out 35 years ago.
It was so good,
That makes
though.
me seem old. Sopranos was
Oh, well,
awesome.
you are old.
In the early 2000s,
When you hit 60. bro.
there was nobody in the
He does
in the
not have
country
an IFB, but he has
that
a love.
didn't know who Tony Soprano was.
Yep.
No,
You want him
Soprano,
IFB?
you know, you've been in Jersey.
Yeah.
The intro, you see all that stuff. It's
How
like,
long would you
you
take,
know,
man?
And then
they did some stuff down in the boardwalk.
They would have to
Never
take
been
it
in
off.
Atlantic City.
Jimmy,
They
you're
were
on
not.
air.
It's
Jimmy,
crazy.
you're on there.
yeah, Jimmy, you're talking on the air. And then The Godfather.
Godfather 1 or 2?
It's 1.
I like 2.
But 2 was really good because a lot of
I
it was
like
in Lake
2, man.
Tahoe, which is,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm in California. That's one of my
2
favorite
was
spots
good.
in the world.
Once Al Pacino became
Yeah,
the
go to
guy.
Italy and then go to-
yeah, well, he was good.
That was pretty bad.
And they were doing the throwbacks to whenever the dad
Went
was
to
young.
Italy, yeah.
Come on,
De
man.
Niro?
Get out of it. Hey, come on, man.
Forget
I know
forget
meatballs
about
and I know mob movies, man.
Guys,
And pizza.
And painting.
it. Painted.
we have
Sopranos
a
is crazy.
very special guest. You guys know him affectionately as AG.
Oh, Anthony Pasquale.
Giordano.
Yeah, Anthony Pasquale.
Pasquale is here getting mic'd up right
being
now.
told that-
This is one of the finest directors in the world, literally. And I'd say that with no jokes attached.
We need our board.
His first UFC event, AG, when was your first UFC event?
This is a real Italian. I'm whacking him. He's getting whacked. UFC 27 or 28.
That's how long.
Trump Plaza.
Oh, wow.
That's how long he's been.
More MMA than anyone on the planet.
Of OGs.
What's happening?
Our director
What's up,
came and knocked down my
See,
mic.
man.
Can we get our AG
What's up,
one out
Frankie?
here, Miles?
All right, so are we going to do trivia or Italian pronunciations with
Okay.
with AG?
Let's go.
All right. We're going to play a little pronunciation game. All right.
So we're
We have to see the word.
We have the words, and we're going to rate the pronunciations. Do we want DC to say it first, and then Anthony?
So is it just DC saying it?
Okay. So can you see it up there?
Yeah, I know it.
Come on.
Nochi.
What? Come on, bro.
Nochi. What the fuck is that? Nochi.
It's not mochi like the Japanese.
Gnocchi.
Nah.
All right.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Pasta. Gnocchi.
Oh, the pasta gnocchi.
Yeah, the gnocchi. Not gnocchi. Nah.
Okay.
Maybe in
Gnocchi.
Louisiana it's fucking
Gnocchi.
gnocchi,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's not chi. That's not chi in it. All right. Word number 2.
Is this Frankie?
Come on.
Hey, I know this one.
I know this one.
Bruschetta.
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 everybody says bruschetta, but it's bruschetta.
Thank
It
you.
is bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
Not bruschetta.
So I haven't got one right.
No.
And I'm an Italian mobster.
Okay, how about this? This is easy. Everybody knows this.
Mozzarella.
Hey,
That was pretty good.
That was it.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Every time I go into the old spot and I order the mozzarella.
That's a good one. All right. He's
right,
got it. You got
let's
to give him
go,
credit for
let's
that.
go.
Yeah, you got to use the hands for
gotta use
every
the
word.
hands.
You got to use
We've
the
already done
hands.
mozzarella. Another type of cheese. Frankie, why don't you go first here?
Ricotta.
Oh.
Nice, Frank.
Come on.
Nice.
Hey, fuck this, dude. I don't want him and Frankie buddying up. Nice, Frank. He's on tapping. Nice, Frank.
Okay.
Because you were going to say ricotta.
Aljo, we're on the meat now.
Oh, man.
Come on, I gotta say it the Jersey way.
Caspicola. I don't even know if I did that right.
Gabagool.
Gabagool.
Gabagool?
I know it doesn't look like it's spelled that way, but that's how it is.
That's the gabagool the whole time.
Gabagool. That's what they say. Gabagool.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Okay, Senko, you're up next with this one.
Manicotti.
Nice. All right, that was nice. Or manicot, as my grandmother would say. Manicot.
Menagot.
Not manicotti.
There's like a G in there, a menagot?
Manigot.
Bro, why are y'all putting G's in all the words?
Because you want to know what I found out? It's 'cause
We're Italian. We do what we want to do. We don't care.
Can we do Jersey trivia?
You have to leave.
I want to do Jersey trivia first.
Mr. Big Nuts is going on first take.
Can we do Jersey trivia
All right,
first?
you ready?
Bring the board. I want to do Jersey trivia
Okay, so
first.
Italian stuff is done.
Anthony,
I'm out of here.
That was good.
That was my debut.
Ciao, director show, man.
Ciao.
Pasquale.
Ciao, bello, ciao, ciao.
That's really a gabagool.
Gabagool.
I didn't know that's what gabagool was.
Thank you.
All right.
We always say it. I had no idea that's how you spell
Aljo,
it.
Jersey trivia. Let's go. Give me a pen, brother.
Get out.
Aljo needs a pen.
Marker.
All right, ready?
Thank you.
I'll do trivia, then I gotta go do first take.
All right.
I'm not.
You don't gotta
good
keep
at
big
this.
time in this, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
All
Wait,
right,
I got
we're
a
gonna
white marker. I got a white marker. Jimmy, I need a
Well,
black
this is
marker.
perfect. So DC can't. Here you go. Use this one.
Okay.
How
All
this
right.
work?
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I know.
We're starting with question number 1. What is the capital of New Jersey? The capital of New Jersey.
Frankie, you better know.
I know it, but my pen don't work.
We don't have a pen that works.
I got that one last time.
All right, All right.
I know it.
Pen.
I know
Is there a
it.
pen?
I'll be honest. There's a lot through the cracks of that RJ here today.
I forgot.
Hey, yeah. Art, well, you gotta go. 3.
Just yell it
Turn
out.
around.
I got Trenton.
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 There's no way.
Aljo, no, man.
All right.
There's no way that Aljo got that.
Oh.
Look at his face.
Somebody put Daddy in a box
my
here.
God.
I'm
Oh
like
my
right in
gosh.
the middle.
Get black.
All right,
Trenton.
Brady bunching it up. Who headlined the last fight night in Newark? It was in August
Fight night.
and a daytime show. Last fight night in Newark. August daytime show years ago.
This is so
welterweight.
Can we get 2?
Why would you? Don't make
I
it
didn't
easy
know
on
this
them.
Yeah.
I know it.
I'm
All
not
right.
going to do well in this.
3, 2, 1,
But
flip
I
them.
do know this one.
Yeah, it was Colby and Robbie Lawler.
I got it.
All right, this is easy. New Jersey is known as the blank state.
Come on.
The nickname for the blank state.
Oh, well, dude, this thing does not erase.
I better get this one right. I'd be pissed.
All right, everybody, flip them. Garden State. All right, everybody got that one. Good stuff.
Small.
What is the state flower? What's the state flower
What?
of New Jersey?
Ooh.
State flower.
I know it.
What? Do you know it?
Why would you fly? Why would you show it? Why would you show it?
I gave everybody.
And where?
Everybody gets the point.
Cassandra, please go to where they can see. They think you're cheating for
What was it? It was,
No, she's not cheating. Hold on.
You do this?
I got it right. Yeah, I know everything. Hurry up.
All right, UFC 302 in Newark was headlined by Islam and Poirier. What round did Islam submit Dustin?
5th round.
What's happening?
What are you doing?
Is that right?
Well, write it down. And you just gave the answer to everybody else.
Okay, go to the next. I'm trying to hurry before I have to go. I'm winning, right?
Which former UFC?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Which former UFC champ made his UFC debut at UFC 31 in Atlantic City, New Jersey?
Oh, I know this.
Wait.
Am I winning, Zach?
You're also cheating.
I don't.
Oh,
I have 8 minutes. I have 8 minutes. 8 minutes to air.
Cassandra is giving him the
She's not giving me answers, I promise.
Your boy.
Oh, itch on your ear.
BJ Pitt. BJ Pitt.
I wasn't sure. I thought it was
Which
BJ.
tunnel?
It was BJ?
Yeah.
Which tunnel connects New Jersey and New York City?
Well, 2 of them. What do you mean? There's 2 of them.
Yeah, which
There's
tunnel?
I'm not even looking at her.
Name one.
Which tunnel?
Name one.
Which tunnel connects New Jersey and New York City?
Bro, Lincoln and Holland.
Lincoln Tunnel. Yes.
Lincoln, they said
What am I
Lincoln
looking
and
at?
Holland.
Yeah.
Are correct.
Wait,
Lincoln Tunnel.
I better get my point. I'm about to
You got
say.
it.
All right.
All right, the first pay-per-view in Newark was UFC 78 Validation. Can you name at least one of the headliners on that card? Hint, both guys work for the UFC today as broadcasters.
I fought on this card.
Hey, I swear to God, I was just paying attention. I paid attention in the back right now.
You are so full of shit.
I paid attention in the back right now.
All right, turn it around.
Wait, I got second. What?
Wait.
Bisping and
Wait.
Rashad.
Why would you? So you guys think I
Give
cheated?
me my
Half a
points.
point.
Why do you guys think I cheated, Zachary?
Wait, where's my point?
Hey,
Yeah, you know this shit before.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
This guy got
Go ahead,
tipped
go ahead.
off.
which Jersey city is known as Brick City?
Say that again.
Oh,
Which
Brick City.
New Jersey city is known as Brick City?
Man, I know it. I know that.
What's the name of this shit again?
You're here.
Yeah.
Newark.
All right, he got it.
What you mean?
This game should just kind of be over.
Why?
Because
Why?
you cheated your way through the
I
entire
didn't
game.
cheat.
You did cheat.
Bro, I'm just good at this. I love New Jersey.
You knew.
I love New Jersey. Tell me one more.
Knew that the
Can I get one more?
Which New Jersey city is Frankie Edgar from?
Oh.
Tom's River, New Jersey. What's up, Frank? What's up, Frank?
This game's over.
Get my belt back. Hey, get my belt back. Hey, and I want everybody to spin the wheel. Hey, you guys saw that? Did you guys love? Put my camera
I
on.
didn't play anything with this
Put
guy.
my camera on. Did y'all love the way I did that? You love the way DC got knowledge?
The
They
Mulligan
talking about I
King.
don't do my homework. I'm in Jersey. I know everything about Jersey. Laura, spin the wheel. Laura, spin the wheel.
All right,
Where is the wheel?
wheel's
Let's
gone.
go.
We're saying goodbye. DC has to go to first take. Aljo, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Spin it.
Hey, great time. Great
I
time.
rocked that better than I ever rocked one
I've never seen
before,
anything
guys.
like this in real time.
I know. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Do we have a wheel? Do we have no wheel? Do we say goodbye?
There's a wheel
Oh, there's
right
the
here.
wheel.
Cramp machine.
Oh, we've done that before. All right, cramp machine with a beer. Let's go.
What are you doing?
So it gives you the
about you do it
feeling
too?
of like female menstrual cramps, and it's very painful. And if you hold a beer,
But it's in
it's
your
really
arm.
hard to like. You have to drink a beer when you're doing it,
All right, let's do it.
or a Monaco. One of the two.
Let's do it.
The fact that I've done this before.
Aljo, you didn't feel overwhelmed by DC, did you?
PTSD.
No, this is normal DC behavior.
Yeah. Come on.
Tried to run you over a
You're
little
gonna
bit.
want to take your suit jacket off and roll up one of your arms, your sleeves.
Yeah, let's get okay.
Because you have to make contact with your skin.
All right.
Wait, what's this?
This is a game we like to play with a cramp machine, and you have to drink a beer while it's on, and it just it's very difficult.
Supposed to
So
simulate.
why don't we have
menstrual
Aljo
cycle.
do it?
Oh,
yeah,
really?
have Aljo do it. I've already done
we've
this.
done. You've
a
done
cramp
this before.
machine. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
It's like a TENS unit.
Let's put it on Aljo, Jimmy.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
we?
you got to take your jacket off. He's doing that.
Here, undo
Roll
his
up the
buttons for him.
sleeves.
Roll up his sleeves.
You don't have cufflinks on. This is easy. then.
No.
Can I help you?
Yes, please. I'm struggling.
You're good.
No, this is fun. This will be good. I'll be curious to see how Aljo deals
This is
with
feeling
it.
very
Frankie, you have
medical.
to give it a shot too.
All right.
Yeah, one right here, and one like right here.
Attach them, Laura.
I've been here before. I know how this works.
So the
Right.
arm is.
In the thick of that
You
muscle.
feel the cramping in the arm? I thought it was in the stomach.
Well, you can
No,
put
no.
it anywhere.
We
No
did
matter
it.
where you
We
put
did
the-
it on the abs before.
All right. So is this on? This is on.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to control it, Senko?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting myself into right now.
I know, he's
Right here.
coming. It's
This
coming.
goes on the wrist.
No, why don't you just put it on
It's
this
got to
one?
be on the inside, inside, right here, right here.
Can you not just put it on that one?
No, it's got to be lower. Sorry, Aljo.
All right.
Okay.
Where's the drink? Do we have a new drink for Aljo? Jimmy is running all over the place. He is sweating his balls off. This is hilarious.
How do I do this? Oh, there we go. Do you
Good
feel
job,
anything?
Jimmy.
Do you feel
Good
it
job,
like
Jimmy.
tingling?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Should I hold it in this hand or this hand?
Yeah, that's why do we have them on two separate ones?
Oh my God.
Jimmy. Hold on, let's take this off. Sorry, Aljo. Let's put it on here, so we just have one, right? So unplug that one.
This is
That
such a
one's for
hot
Frankie.
mess, you guys.
I know, guys. We should have just ended the show. All right, here we go. now we
we're
have to
in
see
for
this.
a penny and for a pound.
Okay.
Where's Frankie's?
No, take that one off. This
Yep.
is done, right? So that one's out. All right.
Are we sure? Okay. Are you sure?
Well,
You gotta hold it in the hand.
Are you feeling anything?
Yeah.
what
This is messed
what
up.
about this,
Whoever-
Cinco? What about
I
this?
am undefeated. Well, I
No,
feel.
I think you have to. Oh, is it on?
Oh, there
Is
we
it
go.
on?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you have to drink.
With this hand?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Just, you know.
Do I have to stand?
No, you can sit if you want.
You might get on you.
Let's see how this goes.
You gotta drink it.
Oh, he's shaking.
Go up.
We're going.
Go up.
We're going.
Go up.
I'm going. I did this for like a full minute, by the way.
That's legit. Is that legit?
I got the power.
Drink it!
It's like you're.
Put it in your mouth!
I'm trying.
Don't let it clack your teeth. That hurts. I did that.
Fraternity hazing.
I mean, I think
He's
pretty good.
The whole thing.
Oh,
This is good.
he made friends with it.
Oh, he's
Once
gonna
he
kill it.
Once he made,
Oh!
yeah.
Okay.
Aljamain Sterling, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wow.
I keep my college card.
Is it off now or is it still going?
It's still going.
I don't know how to turn it off. I'm pushing power.
man.
All right, we'll just.
All right, let's take this off. Let's put it on Frank. Still. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Jesus, almost smacked in the face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack myself in the face.
It doesn't work to push the power button, you guys. I got it, Jimmy. It's fine.
All right, Frankie.
Okay.
Let's go right here.
And then like right here.
Oh,
It has to be right in the thick of the.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure it's making good
I gotta
contact.
finish the whole thing like you.
Yeah, you got to
Put the beer in your right hand.
pound town, Frankie.
All right, it's
Feeling anything
it's
yet?
Holy shit.
Drink it!
Yeah.
Drink! Drink! Drink!
You got me good. I can't even take my hand.
I crushed this, by the way. I crushed this. Drink! Drink the whole thing!
Come on, Frankie, you
Drink
can do
it,
it.
Frankie! Yes!
That's it.
What a finish. What a finish. Take it off. Somebody take it off,
Even better
Frankie.
without a beer in his hand.
Oh, dude.
You know, you had an unbelievable 2 hours, and that's the only thing that's going to get clipped and aggregated. That's going to be amazing. Frankie Edgar, UFC Hall of Famer. Aljamain Sterling, one of the great bantamweights of all time. Laura Sanko, one of the great announcers in the UFC today. What a fun time we had. DC's taking off. And what a way to make an entrance, by the way. Look at this bro hug. God, that was awful. That's how I started my show. Jesus. I might have been, he touches my face way too much. What about that hook, Aljo?
Ooh,
That's pretty
rough.
tight.
Yeah, thank you, Aljo. Look at this.
Yeah.
Okay, we could do
Destroyed it.
without that.
Destroyed it. Oh, yeah, mouthful. This was awful.
Do you know how much weight I was having to push?
This was really unfair. But you guys cheated your way up. Domination.
Nice
Good job,
and easy.
Frankie. Just a win. Boobs in a belt.
Just Laura as an octopus.
An octopus.
And there's Shaq.
That was pretty good. He actually looked way more diesel than he normally is. This was a difficult game.
That was tough. You did.
With a heart, AG coming in with it. I wish he would have choked them out. Oh. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the fights on Saturday. It's going to be awesome.
Right here.